Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? What's up, PlayStation Podcast is back with another episode. Episode number 40, man. We are moving, we are cruising, and we are grooving to episode 50, man. We are almost there, guys. We are almost there. It's going to be a huge extravaganza, a huge celebration once we get to episode 50. But what is up, guys? Definitely appreciate everybody coming through to another episode of What's Up PlayStation Podcast. If you guys are new here, we are a PlayStation-centric podcast where we talk about the latest, the greatest, the bad, the ugly PlayStation news within the week. I am one of your hosts, Jay Bari. You know, I'm known PlayStation guy. You might not know me. You might know me. I don't know. But if you don't know me, I got the best list on YouTube. And I'm also joined with my other co-host, the King of Queens, the gaming god himself. The guy that asks all the hard-hitting questions. Gaming with Persona. Yo, Persona, what's good, bro?
Hey, man, I want to start off by saying I'm a PlayStation fan too. Hey, what is good, YouTube? What's good, PlayStation Nation? Your boy Persona. And listen, man, I'm glad to be here. I always look forward to the Saturday shows with my bro Bari, chopping it up, talking about all things PlayStation. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got a really, really good show for you guys today. A lot of good topics, a lot of good news. It might even get a bit heated. Woo! You know, we'll see.
Yeah, you trying to say that we're gonna have a debate, Persona? That's what you're trying to say?
We might. See, here on the show, we're not a bunch of yes men. We do have a difference of opinions, even when it comes to PlayStation and how PlayStation should do things. And that's the great thing about the PlayStation Nation.
What?
Is that we have a difference of opinions. We can all love PlayStation, but still think very differently. Not a hive mind, which is so great. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button, share the stream out. And yeah, man, let's get into the show.
Yeah, man. Yo, once again, guys, we do appreciate all the support that we've been getting here for What's Up PlayStation. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Leon, Webhead, which is cool. Brad Ward Fights. And Post Up is Little Rodney's son. We appreciate all the subscribers, man. Thank you for subscribing. We are almost there at that 1K goal. Yes, very small goal, but we're trying to get there, guys. Hopefully we get there before episode 50. That would be dope. But we're very close. So about 50 subscribers away from 1K. And once again, when we hit that goal, we will open up the channel a little bit more, do a little bit more here for What's Up PlayStation, other than, little podcasts here and there. But we definitely want to hit our goal. We New York guys, we're stubborn, and we like to hit goals. You know what I mean? So that's what it is right there with What's Up PlayStation. But yeah, we appreciate, guys. If you guys enjoy the content here, hit the like button, share the stream out to get the PlayStation Nation in here. And yeah, this is going to be a very epic show that we have here scheduled, man. But also big shout out to to Mooch on the Crossfire podcast. Me and Persona was on there yesterday, so if you guys missed that podcast, definitely tune in to Mooch's channel. It was a great one. One of these days we're gonna get Mooch in here as well. To get his opinions on stuff. But Persona, definitely. The rigmarole, man.
Of course.
This is What's Up PlayStation. We gotta let the PlayStation Nation know the games that came out for the week. So here are the new games, the PS5, PS4 games that came out this week, May 31st through June 6th. And let's scroll on down, shall we? Shall we scroll on? Let's mosey on down, shall we? Here are the games, Persona. Are you ready? Are you ready, Persona? Persona, I need you to be ready because there's a game on here that I know you was waiting for. I know you was anticipating, and it's here. And I want your opinions on it.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
So we have Violetti Guti for the PlayStation 4, Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection for the PlayStation 4. Man, yo, I remember Ghosts and Goblins back in the day.
That came out already?
Yeah, it came out. Yo, this game is hard. This is a very hard game, man. So it's going to be, I'm curious to how Did they lower the difficulty for the game? Is it still like high difficulty? I'm curious. You know what I mean? So
from the videos that I've seen, it looks like it's difficult because they throw a lot at you on the screen. So
this game was brutal, man. I remember this game right here.
I remember back in the day, it was there was many a late night.
Yeah, it's a classic, man.
Yeah, definitely.
My child, Lesbian, Lebinsborn. Damn, I struggled with that persona. My bad.
You definitely did.
Necromunda Hired Gun. So this was a game that had my eye. Like, I was looking at it with a side eye, but I didn't pull the trigger, persona. Did you pull the trigger on it? No.
Nah. Listen, my focus is on the big three. Guilty Gear, Final Fantasy VII Intergrade Intermission, and Ratchet & Clank.
Yeah, it's a rough time, but, it is what it is. Operation Tango, PlayStation 5, PS4. This is one of the PlayStation Plus games, man. If you guys, what PlayStation Plus, make sure every game that comes out for PlayStation Plus, just make sure you add it to your library. You don't have to download the game. Once you add it to the library, it's there forever. But if you don't add it to your library and you say the new month comes around and you didn't add it in there yet, you will miss the opportunity to download or get the game. So make sure you just add the game, even if you're not interested in it. Add the game, and yeah, it'll be in your library. Then we have Spirit Lucky's Big Adventure. So this is the movie game base, right? This is the movie game with the spirit, the horse, I guess it is. Then we have Stonefly, PS5, PS4. Virtual Fighter Ultimate Showdown, another PlayStation Plus game where you can buy it separately as well. Great game. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
I'm enjoying that game a lot. Really great game.
Definitely a little different than Tekken. I prefer Tekken, to be honest with you, but Virtual Fighter is still a cool game, man. I'm enjoying it.
You know what it is? I agree. I would, like, if I had to choose between Virtual Fighter 5 and Tekken 7, I would pick Tekken 7 because even though they both are 3D fighters, the flow of Tekken just kind of feels more natural and it's much faster. With this game, one wrong button press really will like end you, and it's really like it's kind of stiff a little bit. But I do enjoy the game though.
Yeah, I like Tekken combo structure. Like this game combo structure is pretty cool as well, but I just prefer Tekken overall. But yeah. I mean, if you got PlayStation Plus, guys, go ahead and download it. A lot of people is online in this game, so it's pretty cool. And Wreckfest for the PlayStation 5, I think this is the retail version. It's finally out now. The Casino Collection for the PlayStation 4. And here is the game that Persona been waiting for a very long time, man. Tour de France 2021 for the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation. Persona, can you give us a quick impressions of the game? I know you bought this one.
You ride a bike. You ride a bike. Funny enough, I'm actually looking at getting a bike for the summer.
There you
ride around.
Look at God. There you go. There you go, look, man. There you go.
Hey, yo, this man is crazy.
Yo, then we have Dragon Break Classic head-to-head PlayStation 4. Grifflands for the PlayStation 4. Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2 for the PlayStation 4. Techno Tanks for the PlayStation 4. And The Last Kids on Earth and the Staff of the Doom for the PlayStation 4. And this is the week of May 31st.
Names, bro, for these games.
Yo, that last game was a crazy name for real. June 6th, man. So let us know what games you guys have picked up for PlayStation 4 or 5. And are you guys enjoying those games that came out this week? You know what I mean? But moving along with the podcast, like I said, we're going through the rigmarole here. Persona, your spotlight game of the week. So if you guys are new to the podcast and you don't know what the spotlight game is, this is where me and Persona, we are recommending the games to the PlayStation Nation that we think you guys should take a look at, take a little gander at, putting the spotlight on this game. Be like, this is the game that Persona mentioned. I'm going to pick this up.
Mm-hmm.
Give us that game, Persona. What's your spotlight game for the week?
I think for this week, my spotlight game is Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart.
Yes, sir!
Listen, let me explain something to y'all, man. And I think we all are going to be picking this up But you know, it definitely got announced that it got confirmed that, you know, it's gonna have a 60 FPS mode. And you know, if this is any indication of how Spider-Man was with you know, the 60 FPS ray tracing and all that good stuff, I think we're gonna see that same thing here. I love Ratchet and Clank. It's a beloved series that, you know, I've been playing since the PS2 generation, and I do think for any newcomers to the PlayStation platform, I think you won't be disappointed with Ratchet and Clank and the love and care that Insomniac is putting into this Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart with the new character Rivet, which she looks super interesting.
That's dope.
Really can't wait to, like, you know, see her story get fleshed out and see how, you know, her and Ratchet are similar or different, and how they come together. Cause I do feel like they will come together probably in the end of the game and fight off Nefarious or whatever evil.
Absolutely.
And you know, I just can't wait for the game. It's next week Friday. We all are going to be playing it. So I think Ratchet and Clank, I definitely support this game. Definitely pick the game up if you're interested, right? You know, I would never tell anybody to buy something they're not interested in, but I do think even those that have never played a Ratchet and Clank game, give it a try. So that's my spotlight.
Absolutely, man. Yo, this week I thought you was gonna cheat a little bit, Persona. I thought you was gonna cheat. You was gonna list off like 4 games.
So I have another one if I can do it.
Persona.
I'm breaking the rules.
Go
the
ahead,
other
man.
spotlight for me is this LG OLED. My God. Okay, I'm
that boy. Yo, listen, that man. Yo, your Persona, his vision was like 1620. Now it just went 2020. You know what I mean? It went back to normal. It went back to the scheduled program after watching that OLED. That he just got there right there, man. So
it's amazing.
The man hit me up 3 o'clock in the morning. It was like, yo, Godfall looks amazing. I was like, yo, Persona, don't hit me up.
3 o'clock in the morning. Yo, this man. No, but yeah, Ratchet and Clank on that OLED about to look crazy.
Yes, yo, listen. You know we play with monitors and all that stuff, but this games, man, yo, we just gonna move our chair over a little bit and we gonna hook that thing up to that TV because that thing looking. Ew!
Oh yeah, it's looking too good, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes,
I'm a believer of the OLEDs. I'm a believer. I'm a believer.
As you should be. And for me personally, my spotlight game for this week. If you guys know me and I know you. You know me more than I know you guys, but you guys know me more than I know you guys. My spotlight game for the week is going to be That Is Bullshit Blazing. Still my heart is blazing. If the words kill me, I don't need a new world order. You.
Oh no.
Soon you will know. We already know the smell of the game. Guilty Gear Strive. Game of the week. I can't wait for that game. June 8th, Persona. It's going to be on and popping. I can't listen. I can't wait for the official release, especially after we're going to talk about the developers, backyard. But man, I'm really excited for this game, man. I can't wait to lab this thing up, learn the new mechanics that they'll be added in here as well, because they're going to do a few adjustments from the 2 betas. But yeah, man, Guilty Gear Strive, guys. I need you guys to get that game, man. You know, support the fighting game. It's going to be a new, improved fighting game, and I want to see this game strive. No pun intended. You know what I mean? Well, Persona, I would have been me if I only had one game. Huh? I wouldn't be me if I only had one game for the spotlight game this week. Huh? Guilty Gear Strive, number 1. Number 2, the greatest game of all time has been remade. There's a remake that came out last year, and it was amazing, Persona. It was beautiful, man. I cried. I got emotional. I was happy. You know what I mean? But now the remake is getting remastered for the PlayStation 5. with Intergrade, and you think, Persona, you think that I was gonna sit up in here and just talk about Guilty Gear Strive? Persona, I need you to talk to me, man. You thought I wasn't gonna mention Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade?
I knew you were. I knew you. I was waiting on it because I was like, I'm not gonna put that in the spotlight because I know that's what Bari's gonna do it. If I do that, Bari gonna get mad. So I said, let me let Bari have that.
Yo, man, listen,
and I'll sit to the side.
I am. Yo, this week right here, guys. Yo, listen, there's a lot of tears gonna be shed, like tears of joy this week, man. I think this is going to be one of the best weeks for PlayStation gamers. If you guys are very open to play new games and try different experiences, it's an amazing week. Guilty Gear, Final Fantasy, Ratchet and Clank, all in 1 week, yo. 2 days apart. You know what I mean? It is, yo. You can't get better than that. You can't get better than that, man. So, yo, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I am definitely excited to play this game over again with the PlayStation quality of life stuff. And we're also getting some new content with the Yuffie intermission DLC. So I'm super excited to play this game, man. Listen, I might go into like a shutdown mode on that 10th. You might not see nothing from me, but like in the nighttime, I might open up, you know what I mean? Open up the door, you know what I mean? Open up the windows and start sharing some screenshots because I know I'm going to be screenshotting heavy. You know what I mean? Going to be screenshotting heavy, man. So, yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, man. I can't wait for it. I know Persona already said Ratchet and Clank, so I'm not going to say that. But, yeah, you know the vibes. Ratchet and Clank is going to be amazing.
Hey, yo, real talk. This week, this coming week, really about to be like...
It's crazy.
It's gamers... Yo, because we got all that stuff. We got the... And I don't want to get ahead, but, you know, the Battlefield reveal, all that stuff. Then we got the E3 starting, and we got the squid. Yo, it really is a great week coming up, bro. Games, fighting games, RPGs, action adventure. There really is something coming out for everyone. Mm-hmm. So really, there is no room to complain next week. Something is coming out for everyone. And
yo, Loki, yo, movie wise too, like shows, Loki come out next week. Oh,
Loki come out next week. Yeah.
Shout out to Killer Dude. He says that the PS5 update for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order comes out as well.
Next week?
Next week.
Whew. Yo, listen, man. And I hope they really do that game justice, like with the PS5 update, because
I love that game.
I love Jedi Fallen Order. It is definitely one of my favorite Star Wars games to come out.
2019 was lit.
Yeah. And if they doing a PS5 upgrade, and because you know the problem with Jedi Fallen Order was it had a lot of frame issues, even at 30 frames per second. Mm-hmm. It had a lot of frame issues, a lot of texture issues, resolution issues. Like it really was like kind of low quality in terms of like certain areas. It was pop-ins. There was a lot of glitchy things with the game. If putting out the PS5 version fixes that, that game will jump to a 10 for me, because that's the only thing that stopped it from being a 10 was the fact that it had a lot of design and technical issues.
Yeah, because I definitely love that game. I agree with you 100%. There was like a lot of little technical issues here and there. It didn't kill the enjoyment of the game, but it could have increased the enjoyment of the game. So yeah, I agree.
That loading, bro. That loading was insane, bro. Yeah. Remember how long you be loading if you was like going into a different area on the elevator, or if you was just dying and you had to reload?
Going to a planet
forever, bro.
Going back into the ship. You're like, here we go.
Yeah. Like when you think back to then and you're on PS5 now, it's like, yo, man, oh my God, I can't go back to that. You know what I mean? Like PlayStation 5 has really spoiled me in that regard, man. Of just
like, when you play a game like Returnal and then you play other like PlayStation 4 games, like you go back to like playing a PlayStation 4 game and that loading is like, oh. Returnal.
Yo, real talk, bro. Like, yo, when you play like even like games that have been upgraded for PlayStation 5, right? Like, so they get a PS5 patch. It's like, you know, you play a actual PlayStation 4 game, and it's just like, I'm past you, right? Like, why am I seeing this loading screen here? It's just anything past 3 to 5 seconds, I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
Like,
Yo,
what are we doing here?
I remember playing Miles Morales, like the first time booting that up, and just how quick, yo. Like, you know, you saw all the YouTube videos and the quick little Twitter clips and all that stuff. Like, yo, it looks fast. But when you finally experience it for yourself, man, I was blown away, man. I was just like, yo, I did a fast travel for no reason. I didn't want to do it, but I wanted to test it out. Boom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's really good. So,
but
like,
yeah, guys.
I'm really excited.
That's the spotlight games for the week. We have a lot of spotlight, man. This is going to be a beautiful week for the PlayStation Nation. So definitely, guys, and E3 is also this week as well. So, you know, you have a lot of games here. And
there's a lot of live reactions coming.
Yes,
there's a lot of live reactions from myself and Bari.
Yes,
you
sir.
don't want to miss it.
Listen, Persona, he got a whole goddamn schedule. You know what I mean? He took a vacation to go on work again for E3. he got a whole schedule.
No, only the key shows, man.
You was talking
only
about
the key shows.
You gonna do EA, Ubisoft, Capcom.
Yeah. Those are key shows. Those are key shows.
All right.
So,
I mean,
we're
gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
But yo, quick little fun fact here. You know, we're trying to implement the PlayStation fun fact for the week when it comes to, you know, What's Up PlayStation podcast. And I have a fun fact for you guys. Probably some of you guys know this. Persona, did you know this? Because me personally, I didn't, because I didn't try it, right? The PlayStation 1 DualShock controller, this is PlayStation fun fact, guys. PlayStation 1 DualShock controller worked with the PlayStation 2. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, bro.
You never tried the PS1 controller on PS2?
Hell, bro,
it had the same plug and everything.
I had the black DualShock 2, bro. I didn't plug in the old one.
No, I remember. You know how I remember that too is because I remember back in the day, me and my friends, like, we used to play, like, after school we used to play a lot of fighting games at my house or like at his house or whoever. And I think we were playing Budokai 3. And we needed an extra controller, and he had brought the gray PS1 controller, and it worked.
Yeah, I never plugged in my PS1 controller DualShock into the PS2. Never. I didn't know, but I was like, you know what? Let me put this up here because this is one of the facts that I had no idea. Real talk. So that's kind of cool right there. You know, in the times that, you know, we talk about the whole, can the DualShock work on the PS4, PS5, which it could. You know what I mean? PlayStation been doing this since the first PlayStation, so you know what I mean? So it is.
So you're telling me PlayStation have backwards compatible I'm sorry, I can't help it. Backwards compatible controllers.
Since day one. You know what I mean? People like to diss PlayStation for certain things, but they've been doing these type of things.
They were the first. Yeah. They were the first for a lot of this stuff. But anyway,
Yep. Yo, what's up, guys, man? Appreciate everyone here coming through, man, to What's Up PlayStation podcast. If you guys are already here, you already got 3 trophies. But right now, before we get into the news, there's another one.
Hey.
And there's another one. That's a silver trophy for you guys. Those are silvers. When you came in here with bronze, now we upgrade to silver trophies. All right?
Hey. You guys get the platinum when you make it to the end.
Yes, sir. You get a platinum. Every week you get a platinum, man. So,
y'all closing in on 40 platinums, right on.
Yo, that's a fact. Listen, man, y'all PSNs, you should be sharing that.
Don't hide the trophies. Proud.
Don't be like me. I'm gonna give me insider so I can hide my trophies. But
facts.
You know what I mean? That's just the benefits of being an insider. But
exactly.
Persona, man, very interesting week for PlayStation, man. We got a lengthy, informative, transparent interview here from Hermen Hulst. PlayStation, Sony Sony Interactive Entertainment leader, Hermen Hulst, that was appointed last year to be the leader of the PlayStation Studios. There was a Q&A for Hermen Hulst last week, man, and in my opinion, it was a good one. What's your overall thoughts before we get into the finite details of what was being said here? What's your overall impressions of this interview? Did you come off like disappointed a little bit? Did you come off like, okay, there's a few things I'm disappointed with, but overall I'm happy?
Yeah.
But Yeah, what's your overall thoughts?
I'm kind of within that same boat with you. I think with me as a PlayStation gamer, right? I'm conflicted.
Yeah.
And obviously, we'll speak deeper into why the confliction is there.
Oh no,
but
I highlight it right here on the chat. As you go, we highlight.
I'm a bit conflicted, right? The overall interview and again, PlayStation putting out this type of information and just, these are things that, Bari, you and I have been asking PlayStation to continuously do since the beginning of the year, right? When messaging was kind of sparse, they weren't really being forthcoming with certain information. Things were kind of in the dark, a little bit confusing, So, when we look from then to now, I'm very happy that PlayStation is putting these types of things out because, I like to read. I legit love reading this type of stuff. I like this stuff. Like, keep doing this, right? But I'm also conflicted because as a PlayStation 5 gamer, I'm expecting more than what we have right now. Well, no, I'm expecting more in the future. And based off what some of the things Hermen Hulst is saying and what we've seen, that doesn't look to be the case right now.
Yeah, so let's get into it, man. So one part of the interview, we're going to tackle the cross-generational stuff first, but there's another part where I really want to tackle when it comes to the DNA of PlayStation, which I think is really, really important, where the cross-gen stuff is over, it is being like highlighted throughout this whole Q&A, but there was a lot of good information there as well. But how does the PlayStation 4 factor into PlayStation Studio development vision? Is it still a focus eternally for future game development? Hermen Hulst answer said, it very much is. You can't build a community of over 110 million PlayStation 4 owners, then just walk away from it, right? I think that it would be bad news for fans of PlayStation 4 and frankly, not very good business. Where it makes sense to develop a title for both PlayStation 4 and 5, for Horizon Forbidden West, the next God of War, and Gran Turismo 7, will continue looking at that. If PlayStation owners want to play that game, they can. If they want to go on and play the PlayStation 5 version, that game will be there for them. That being said, it's also very important to have showpieces for the PlayStation 5, hence the development of Returnal, Ratchet and Clank, that are exclusive to PlayStation 5. So, Persona, man, I know you hinted towards it. You sound a little bit disappointed with this news. I'm in the same ballpark as you as well. Like I'm in that same conflict with my feelings when it comes to hearing this, because one, yes, I will prefer like the next God of War and GT7 to be on PlayStation 5 only, because I wanted to take full advantage of the console I just invested in. Two, it feels like you're more catering towards just the PlayStation 4 owners as far as what's good for business, rather than the PlayStation 5 owners that bought into the newer console. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure majority of the PlayStation 4, not majority, but a lot of people from the PlayStation 4, they bought into the PlayStation 5 on a lot of the premises and things that you said about the PlayStation 5. But it feels a little one-sided here with this question mark. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get the whole cross-gen development, and I understand, especially when it comes to Horizon Forbidden West. But I feel like with God of War now being pushed to 2022, Gran Turismo that was supposed to be launching, or 2021 that got pushed into 2022, I feel that's a little bit kind of lopsided on the PlayStation 4 being beneficial to those owners rather than the PS5 owners, because you want to push the PS5 console and you want to sell those. These are your words of saying you want people to transition really fast to the PlayStation 5. This is coming from both of them, Hermen Hulst and Jim Ryan. You know what I mean? So I feel like the people that did transition over there, you should also benefit them as well. But here's the conflict, right? Like I said, this conversation, I'm going to sound like a hypocrite, and I'm pretty sure you as well, because
a lot of work. It's a very hypocritical.
Yeah, as much as we're saying that, we are getting those things for the PlayStation 5. Like I said, Ratchet and Clank, Returnal, beautiful games. We're about to play Ratchet and Clank, a PlayStation 5 exclusive. So you are catering to PlayStation 5 as fans as well. I'm just looking at it as a title base, right? God of War. That is a system seller type game that would benefit the PlayStation 5 hugely, business wise, right?
It would benefit PlayStation 5's bottom line,
yes,
when it comes to Sony and what they're trying to do. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, and that's where, and Bari, we've been talking about this all week. That's my conflict, bro. Like, as a PlayStation gamer, I'm conflicted because, you know, we're seeing, you know, I have the PS5, you know, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the games that we have been getting, even the upgrades and things like that. You know, and then you see games like Horizon. You know, and this is where I'm a sound hypocritical, but I'm putting it out there before I say it. You know, and I'm pretty sure, Bari, you agree.
Yeah.
While I was watching Horizon Horizon Forbidden West gameplay, I did not think that was a PlayStation 4 title.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't get any type of PlayStation 4 vibes there. 100%. PlayStation 4 wasn't even in my mind. I was amazed by the gameplay. I mean, y'all saw our live reactions for those that watched it. I was amazed by the gameplay. I was amazed by like what Aloy was able to do now, the moves, the combat, you know, all that stuff. Like, that's the stuff that really sold me because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I want to play the game, right? And I want to play the game in its best quality, which will be PlayStation 5. But then, you know, after that, you get off that honeymoon phase. You know, you also start looking at, you know, again, we look back at the summer of gaming event back in June when they showed that whole slew of games. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you know, this is why you need to own a PlayStation 5. Some of those games said PlayStation 4 as well, but not the key ones. God of War, you know, Horizon, Miles Morales, those key titles did not have that up front. And that's where my disdain or my I don't want to say anger, because I'm not really angry at PlayStation. A little
disappointed. Not angry.
Disappointment. Thank you. My disappointment in PlayStation is I really wish with that, in that moment, you were upfront about this, because it just looks a little funny to me. Now, in my mind, and I hate to say this, but in my mind, I'm thinking anything else that's shown here on out, is there going to be a PS4 version?
Yeah, because
is this going to be it? Is and I hate that. You get what I'm saying?
We're looking at 2022 games being also on PlayStation 4. You know what I mean? That's 2 years in. PlayStation has been delivering on their standpoint of delivering games, right? They've been delivering games from day one of the PlayStation 5. So like I said, Horizon Forbidden West, was I shocked that it was going to be PS4 as well? Like, I was like, okay, I understand it's being developed for the PlayStation 4 and also, but it makes sense for Horizon. But like, regardless on God of War, I feel that started development on PlayStation 4. There's many games that have started development on prior consoles or prior generations, but have moved up to the next gen console because they want to fulfill their vision, you know, all the way. You know what I mean? 100%. Like, okay, I don't have to take this back, or I don't have to scale back here. I can fulfill my vision on how I want to create this game. We've heard these stories before, but it's just more like it's a more of a selfish thing, and I feel like it's okay to say that yeah, you know, I bought a PlayStation 5. Yeah, is God of War going to look amazing on PlayStation 5? Absolutely. GT is going to look amazing. Horizon, absolutely, is going to look amazing on PlayStation 5. But he's always going to ask that question that's like, yo, can you do more? Can you can this world be more vast? Can you open up the game design much more with you know, it does being on the console, like a Ratchet and Clank, like a Returnal, you know what I mean, a next gen experience, you know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, I'm not angry. I'm with you, Persona. I'm 100% with you. I'm not angry at all about this news. Like, I understand the business part of it, but I'm not going to let the business, what's good for PlayStation business, you know, hinder what I would like.
Change how I think.
Yeah, how I think.
I feel like as a PS5 owner, right? Yeah. Like, it's, you know, game is a very, like you said, game is a very selfish experience, right? And you know, this may sound kind of messed up, but my experience is what's most important.
Yeah, exactly. And that's perfectly fine.
And putting $500, you know, towards this console, buying into the investment of the PlayStation 5, I want to reap those benefits all the time. People keep saying, oh, well, you're getting this, this, and this. Yes, that's great. But I also want to get this, this, and this as well. I want it all the time, not some of the time, not, you know, a scrap here, a scrap there. All the time, I want that, because we are in a brand new generation. And we look at past generations, with PlayStation, and I hate people keep using this x86 argument. It's a Twitter argument, right? Yeah. Yes, development is much easy. It's easier to scale things when things are within the same architecture and chipset. I understand that, but when you look at past generations, look at PS4 from PS3 to PS4, and a lot of those huge titles,
PlayStation exclusive,
were PlayStation 4 only.
Yeah.
And I get it, shipping supply issues and chip issues and semiconductor. I get all that.
But the thing is about with the whole semiconductor. I see people putting it in the chat as well. What's up, everybody? Appreciate everybody coming through. I see people putting that, but the numbers don't lie, guys. PlayStation 5 is outperforming PlayStation 4. They have more PlayStation 5s in the same time frame than PlayStation 4s, you know what I mean, being out there in the world. So is it really that limited? Yes, it is, because the demand is so much higher, but it's outperforming the PlayStation 4 sale wise and being out there in the market. So, you know what I mean? Like, we can keep using the semiconductor argument, which, I'm not discrediting it, but at the end of the day, they're producing more PlayStation 5s than ever before than PlayStation 4s.
It's like, how do you do that with supply limitations?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
So, and also, guys, don't get it twisted. Like, we're going to play these games. We're going to enjoy the games. I don't know why we have to keep saying this, because I think people should understand this by now. We're just sharing our thoughts, man. You know what I mean? Like, yo, we could be critical while we love PlayStation games, man. That's all it is. It's like, at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure if you have a PS5, if they announce God of War and GT7 for the PlayStation 5, you would be complaining about why is it not on PS4. You wouldn't. But now all of a sudden that they gave another option, so PlayStation 4, you guys are switching up your opinions on how you feel like the game being on PS5 only. PS5 only, you wouldn't complain, but PS4 as well, you guys, it's good for business. You're negating your own feelings, rather you want to talk at the business side of things. That's where I feel as gamers we shouldn't be doing that. Yes, we can talk about the business aspect, but don't negate your own feelings because of the business aspect. But any last things before we move on to another topic, because this is one thing I want to highlight here, especially for me and you.
I mean, just to add on to what you just said, like, listen, I'm gonna play these games. Like, the best version is gonna be on PlayStation 5. We all know that. I'm playing these games, man. Again, like Bari said, being critical, I'm always going to be critical of PlayStation because, I'm a fan. You understand? I'm going to speak on the L's and shit that I don't agree with, because it's just like, look, you're not doing 100% here when it comes to what I think you should be doing.
Yeah.
Are they going to listen? Probably not. But I'm still going to put my thoughts out there, because when shit hits the fan, at least I can say my thoughts were out there. And I said what I said, but the games are getting played, man. Yeah, PlayStation's definitely listening.
They listen.
The games are getting played.
One thing I know about this Q&A here is that a lot of the things that was being asked and being spoken about is stuff that the community was talking about within PlayStation. Here's another one, especially with me, especially when we heard those reports from Jason Schreier and how Japan Studios was being decimated. It was being disbanded. A lot of people was leaving. This was a huge topic for me, as far as like, yo, this doesn't feel like PlayStation. What's going on? I feel like there's been a European influence that's taken over at PlayStation. And right here in this Q&A, they addressed my concerns here. Another topic that's been out there recently is Japan. Do you feel that PlayStation Studios' perspective that Japan is still a big focus for development, or are you maybe considering a shift to more Western focus in game development? You know how specific that question is. Like, I feel like, yo, Persona, no cap, I'm not even going to brag here. I feel like these guys was like, they took what I said and we're going to axe it. You know what I mean? Like,
oh god,
yo, bro, who was talking about this, bro? Everybody was happy. Yeah. Everybody was like, "Oh man, we're getting God of Wars though." And I'm over here in these podcasts is like, "Yo, man," but You know, I feel like Japan is the focus. This is the DNA of PlayStation. This is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like there's a shift to Western development and all that stuff. And look at this question, bro. And look at this. I'm not even. I don't mean to boast, but damn if I don't brag.
Go ahead and boast, man.
You know
Go ahead and boast, man.
I feel like Herm was talking to me here with this question. So here we go. Hermen Hulst. Oh no. We want to be very clear that Japanese games and Japanese talent remain extremely important to PlayStation Studios. This is first parties, PlayStation Studios, and to Sony Interactive Entertainment. That's the business overall. Japan and Asia are strongly associated with our legacy. Exactly. And the success of Sony and the PlayStation brand. Yo, Persona. I don't mean to boast, but damn if I don't brag. Yo, Persona. Yo, am I off base here?
No. He sounded very Bari-ish.
He sounded very Bari-ish. Like, yo, you're listening to Jay Bari, yo, real talk. Because I watch a lot of PlayStation content creators, and they weren't bringing up this topic here. They weren't. There was one person talking about this topic here.
Hey, man, talk your shit, boy. Talk your shit. Listen. I'm a PlayStation.
Let's continue. And many of our iconic PlayStation franchises were actually born in that region. I remember watching PlayStation 5 Showcase event last year, and it struck me how much Japanese influence there was in these games that we showed. And what a key part of PlayStation DNA that is. It's one of the things that make PlayStation different, unique. Yo, bro, Persona, I'm not even going to read anymore. I just want your thoughts because I feel like, yo, they are parroting your boy.
Shit.
Yo, give me your thoughts, man. Give me your thoughts, bro. Yo, Persona, am I making this up? Am I going crazy?
No, you're not. It's just funny, bro. Oh shit!
This is great for gamers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Yo, Bari, you a funny dude, man. But this is truth. PlayStation's beginnings started in Japan, right? When you assimilated Japan studios, I can understand, myself included. A lot of people were looking at this like, yo, that's crazy, man. Like, Japan Studios, one of the first, if not the first studio in creation under the PlayStation umbrella.
You yourself, you're just like me. You play a lot of Japanese games.
Yeah, and yeah, like, as a PlayStation fan and gamer, I play a lot of Japanese games. And, you know, with that, I want PlayStation. I don't want developers to see PlayStation getting rid of iconic studios like Japan Studio and thinking, oh, well, you know, am I important in PlayStation's eyes?
Yeah.
Right. That is, you know, Japan is still very important. It should continue. And I'm glad that he's saying this. Japan is still very important to PlayStation, which I'm glad. And this also signals that PlayStation needs to also get like an actual JRPG studio under its belt, because you have a lot of people across the world that play Japanese games. I get that, you know, the more westernized games sell just as much or more, and you know, a lot of people are going crazy for Horizon and God of War and all these different things. I get that, and those games definitely you know, have earned those merits, right? But Japanese games have also done the same thing. You know, despite this not being an actual a PlayStation game under PlayStation's umbrella, but, you know, Final Fantasy VII, when people think of that game, they think PlayStation. You know, Dragon Quest, they think of that, they think PlayStation. Well, they may think Nintendo, but anyway. You know, I'm trying to think of like other. My mind is going blank. But you see all the Japanese games that's coming out on PlayStation last gen, the gen before, PS2 generation, right? We want that stuff to continue. PlayStation, please. I'm glad that you're saying this, Hermen Hulst, because Japan also needs to be very large focused. It's just as important, just as big.
Yeah, that's what
they have to keep that momentum.
That's your origins.
Yes,
and yo,
you have to.
That part of this whole interview here made me the happiest. Real talk, like the stuff that we about to read here before we move on, because there's a lot of news that go in tandem with the Q&A, and we're gonna, you know, break it down as we move on. But the Japanese news is something that, like I said, I was concerned about. Like, it's like conflicted is the key word for the last for the last couple of months, honestly, because PlayStation, they have been putting out those type of games for the longest, even with PlayStation 5 and 4. But then we just seen these quote unquote credible journalists, putting out these news stuff like that, like PlayStation is the bad guy and they're not doing what they used to do. And I'm just like, in my mind, it's like, okay, this guy is pretty known to be credible with his information. Is PlayStation changing their direction? It's questions that you ask yourself, you know what I mean? But now that they coming out and they're addressing these things, I feel much better now, especially with the Japanese news. So I'm really happy about that. Here's another thing that they're going a little bit more in depth with. Persona said, are you able to give us a snapshot of the total number of titles that PlayStation Studios are currently developing for PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5? Hermen Hulst response says, well, we have a lot going on right now. PlayStation Studio has more than 25 titles in development. Almost half of these are new IPs. The other half are titles that are set in franchises that PlayStation fans already know and love. So it's quite a lot. That's good to hear, Persona.
We definitely getting that Resistance remake.
Yo, listen, bro.
Or a sequel or something like that.
This is where the speculation. Yo, go ahead, speculate. This is where the speculation is coming. Like, yo, your mind can go all over the place because the fact that he said franchises that PlayStation fans love and know. Oh man, listen. Yeah. You can go all over the place, bro.
Yeah, Resistance. I definitely think we're getting either a new Resistance game or a Resistance remake, something along those lines.
You know what we getting? And I'm going to go crazy. And I know everybody going to say, nah, Bari, chill. You're wilding. Even Persona going to say, I don't know, bro. But this statement right here, man. There's certain games that we've been asking for the longest, like SOCOM. But I feel that especially...
this community they not built for no SOCOM, bro. They not going to play that, bro.
I know,
they not built for that.
I feel that when it comes to a certain PlayStation game, it might come back. And that is Legend of Dragoon. I feel like that game is definitely going to come back, Persona. It's definitely Hermen Hulst.
Making it? Who's making it though? Who's making it?
Well, now they have a new Japanese studio. They have a new Japanese studio with
Team Asobi.
Yeah, we're going to talk about
Team
that.
Asobi is not just talking. Yeah, I don't want to get too deep.
It's a big studio too. We're going to talk about it.
Yeah,
it's a big studio.
Yeah, it's a big studio. Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. People have been asking for Legend of Dragoon for 2 generations now. I'm willing to keep hope alive just because we because we finally got that Crash Bandicoot remake in a brand new game and stuff like that. So if that can happen and that can be revived and come back, I definitely think Legend of Dragoon can as well. My only thing is,
Siphon Filter too. Siphon Filter can't come back as well.
Siphon Filter's not coming back. That is not coming back.
Listen to the statement though. So he says franchises that PlayStation fans know and love. Like that's such a broad statement. Like you can speculate. We could be wrong.
But that also no. I'm not saying that it's wrong. But what I'm saying that also can include like Ghost of Tsushima 2.
Oh right? Yeah. Absolutely.
God of War 2. Ragnarok, right?
Those are the safer bets. Those are the safer bets, though.
Those maybe a new Infamous with Cole,
absolutely.
Right? A remake.
We know Cole not dead.
Infamous remakes or something like that.
We know he not
right?
dead.
Yeah, Cole definitely wasn't dead. That lightning hit my boy. He definitely alive somewhere, chilling. So they can definitely. And the funny thing is Sucker Punch left that door kind of half cracked.
Yeah, because
he got hit with the lightning and the game.
They tease Cole too in Second Son. You know, you can wear his.
Yes. You can wear his outfit. And then maybe a new Sly Cooper. I can see that happening because they definitely teased. In Ghost of Tsushima, you can wear the Sly Cooper outfit in Ghost of Tsushima.
Absolutely.
So we could probably see something like that. In terms of other titles. A PlayStation All Stars 2. That's kind of me throwing things at the wall at this point.
I would
PlayStation All Stars 2. I would like that. I would like that as well.
I like the PlayStation All Stars. Yeah,
they ain't gonna play that. You
But
know,
what
so
about
PlayStation All Stars 2.
So he also spoke about new IPs here. How important is new IP for PlayStation Studios? New IPs is incredibly important to us. New IP is the lifeblood of gaming, Persona. New IP is the lifeblood of gaming. Yes, I screamed in your ear and I spit it a little bit. But new IP is just one aspect of our strategy. Ultimately, I want PlayStation Studios to be fiercely daring to take risk. Yo, bro, Persona, I think Hermen Hulst is listening to us, man. Hermen Hulst, if you're listening to us, please just say a hey. Any PlayStation developer or representative, say a hey in the chat, because real talk, Persona. Who is talking about this, Persona? Well, like we are. What's up, PlayStation, bro?
Yeah.
I don't mean to boast, but damn if I don't brag. All right.
I'm boasting and bragging. Fuck that. Hey man, PlayStation, put a hey in the chat just so we know y'all listening. Man.
Just put a hey. Put a hey in the chat, man.
Hey, that's all you gotta say.
Hey, and PS. That's it.
You know, but see, here's my thing. All right, cool. Oh my God, now everybody want to put hey in the chat. But here's my thing, right?
As they should.
Here's my thing, though. When it comes to PlayStation IPs, right? Here's my thing. They say they want to be daring. You want to be daring? Give me that Days Gone 2. Right? Listen, this is what I'm saying, man. Like, you know, it falls on, you know, I hear what you're saying, PlayStation, but real PlayStation fans don't forget. Cool. You want to be daring? I love it. I love that we getting almost 15 or so new IPs, right? That's great, right? I love that. Can Ben make Days Gone 2 at some point?
Persona, this is
that in the cards?
This is why I love you, man. Like you my bro, man, because your segments, you know what I mean, is spot on, man. Like your segues. I said segments. Your segues are very spot on. Let's talk about it, man. Ben Studios, they made an announcement because, you know, we saw that little in the new IP section, where this is a statement from Ben Studios. We are beyond grateful for your support with Days Gone. They talking to you, Persona. You. Point at yourself.
Yeah.
You.
I love this game.
Yeah.
I love this damn game.
They're talking to you. Okay.
Good.
And we are truly honored by the amount of passion our community has shared with us for our world and characters. Your enthusiasm motivates us to continue to improve and create experiences that will last a lifetime. From Siphon Filter series to Resistance Retribution to Uncharted Golden Abyss and Days Gone, we are excited to announce today we are expanding Ben Studios' portfolio with a new IP. We hope you embark on this new journey with us and can't wait to show you what we have been working on. Ben Studios. Persona, talk to me.
They've probably been, no lie, they've probably started working, because I remember the John Garvin interview with David Jaffe. Shout out to them. And Garvin, he said he left 6 days after Days Gone got released. Jeff Ross left about a year or so after, a couple months after, right? I'm willing to bet that once Days Gone released, you know, and they had like a small, like bit of a skeleton crew, you know, working to like fix the bugs and things like that of the game. But I'm willing to bet they started building this. They started working on this IP like right after.
Yeah, like, you know, when it comes to these new IPs, I wouldn't be surprised
if this game is pretty far along. Not like ready to be released like next year type of stuff, but I think enough is created. I think the idea and stuff and enough is created to where we may see glimpses of this, like you know, like a trailer or something like that. Probably next year, or probably end of this year, something like that.
Like a lot of. When it comes to these like new IPs, like these development studios, they have like tons of like stuff, like concepts and you know stories that they're just working on. It's not like fully in development or anything, but they have these stories and these concepts there. I'm pretty sure that they had this for a long time, but you know now they just you know what I'm hoping. This is gonna sound crazy, right? I'm gonna bring up another console just for a second, guys. I'm sorry. I'm hoping we kind of get the Remedy effect here. What you
Remember, Remedy made Quantum Break, it failed, but then they made Control, and it was and the Control essentially is Quantum Break. Yeah. You know, I'm hoping that what Ben does here is something along those lines, like oh, PlayStation, you don't want us to get a Days Gone 2? Cool. We just gonna make Days Gone 1.5 with a chick. You know, like I'm kind of hoping they do something along those lines.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
I don't think so either. But you know, a PlayStation fan can dream, right? You know,
nah. I actually despise that point what you just said. To be honest. I wouldn't want them to do that at all. That sounds horrible to me personally. I would feel like if you're making a new IP, make something different. From what I'm hearing, that it's going to be an open world game, but they're taking what they learned with Days Gone, and they are improving upon that with this new IP game here. The only thing that I wish would have been said in this announcement here, Persona, since we're in the whole, cross-generational, wave, I would have loved to see, is this going to be PlayStation 5 or you announce it to be cross-gen as well? You know what I mean? Hopefully, it's not.
See, that's the thing, though.
This game is probably going to come out like 2023, to be honest with you, but...
Yo, if this is cross-gen in 2023,
I'll be pissed.
Hey, yo, bro, me and PlayStation going to have to talk in the back room, man.
I'll be pissed.
We're going to have to talk in the back room, bruh. Nah. This needs to be PS5 only. It needs to be PlayStation 5 only, man. Only. I'm sorry.
I said I'm happy for you guys that you're making new IP because I like Ben Studio. I think the game is going to be cool as far as the open world factor because Days Gone, a lot of people like to hearken on all the bad things in Days Gone, but one thing they nailed is that open world. They nailed that thing to the T because it's very dynamic open world. There's a lot of things you have to worry about, be on your P's and Q's in that game, and I felt like the open world was really good in that game. And you can have a side mission that's come upon you without even knowing. You know what I mean? You're tracking something. Say you want to track like materials, and then that turned into a side mission because the tracking of the material opened up into like a different side mission where you got to hunt somebody. So it was really good, man. So hopefully they expand upon that. And I want it to be daring as well with the story. Days Gone, I think, was daring. A lot of people was criticizing these characters because they would have certain mannerisms and stuff like that. Be daring as well, man. You know what I mean? Because now, what we're seeing now, a lot of people playing Days Gone now, they replaying it. It's like, this game is not that bad, man. I replay. You remember that GameSpot lady? I replayed Days Gone because they found out there's no Days Gone 2. I replayed it. It's not that bad. Yeah. You should have played the game fully to its entirety.
Exactly. Should I tell you? Yep. That's. I don't even want to go down that path. You know what I'm going to say though.
As you should. You should say it.
Yeah, these reviewers, man. They reviewing games they haven't complete, and it was clear when you read some of those read some of those reviews. These people didn't even get halfway through the game. Never mind beating the shit. They didn't even get halfway through the game because they, complaining about different things that was being said in the game, like at the wedding with Deacon and Sarah, but then didn't get far enough to understand why that was said and how that had sentimental fucking value to their relationship. To their relationship, but you didn't play through the game
to understand.
This is the gaming community, but this is the gaming community in 2021. This is the gaming community in 2021. Game industry.
Yo, so Persona, man, got some good news, but it also could be bad news as well. It's not shocking news. With this next news that we have here. But Sony Santa Monica also made an announcement. And yo, shout out to BG. I don't know if BG's in the chat, but he made a great point, when he spoke about Ben Studio and Sony Santa Monica, and the template that they're using for the announcement is not this yellow, week been delayed, every time there's bad news, this yellow background and black font and white, you know what I mean? Like they switch it up. They switch it up a little bit, but Sony Santa Monica, they announced that since the release of God of War teaser last year, we've been humbled by the amount of love our community have shown us. We're incredibly grateful to see so many people excited to experience the next chapter of Kratos and Atreus' journey. So right there, we can break that down right there, Persona. Because a lot of people saying that, this might just be like a DLC. This might just be like a little thing like Miles Morales, which Miles Morales is his own game. I'm talking about to the ignorant people out there that don't understand these stories in this game. But a lot of people was considering that this is not like the next journey for Kratos, but they're confirming here, no, this is the next game. The Ragnarok is the next game. So just want to point that out there. We remain focused and delivering a top quality game while maintaining the safety and well-being of our team, creative partners, and families. With this in mind, we have made a decision to shift our release to 2022. Thank you all for your continued support. We've got some exciting things in the works that we can't wait to show you. Persona. Were you shocked by this news?
No, because we saw it in the summer of 2020 and didn't see anything since. And PlayStation has done many of other state of plays and shows and has not made any mention of this game. Even in the interviews, very little mention of God of War Ragnarok. Most of it was Horizon. I definitely didn't think this was coming out this year, especially when I think it was Jim Ryan that was talking about the development troubles that Horizon was having with doing the mocap and performance and whatnot. I definitely knew this game wasn't coming out. I knew it. I knew it was coming out 2021. And realistically, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. It's not to go back to the topic we were talking about earlier. It's just the whole cross-gen thing, but I'm fine with that. But I can't wait to see what this game is going to look like, how it's going to be. Is Atreus going to be a little older? Is Kratos' beard going to be a bit longer? Is Atreus now going to be able to wield a weapon outside of the bow and arrow? Is he still going to just be bow and arrow, or is he going to actually be a character you can play as because he's older now, he's 16, 17 maybe, or something like that? It'll be interesting to see what happens here.
Yo, Foxen, yo, Austin, man, I don't know if you're listening, but you got to take that phone out of the pocket, put that thing in sleep. But you're timing out people by accident. I know people like to put their phone in their pockets and somehow it's touching something and it's timing out people. So foxing around us, just be aware that when you put your phone in the pocket, put that thing on sleep. Most likely, some people don't like to put it in sleep because they're not YouTube Premiere or whatnot. But just watch what you're doing out there. Yeah, man, I would love to see I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some news for God of War, the next God of War, very soon. I know that it got delayed to 2022, but I think we're gonna see a state of play type thing or announcement of the game this year. You know what I mean? Or whatever show.
It probably won't be end of year though. If anything, it might be closer to the end of the year. We get something.
If PlayStation does something this summer, I think we're going to see it. We're going to see a trailer.
Think so?
For it. Yeah. Not like a full in-depth trailer, but we're going to see some type of cinematic. Might have a little bit clips of gameplay type things, and let 2022. You know what I mean?
I would love that.
Yeah, I think we're going to get it. But yeah, I don't think nobody's here shocked that the game was going to be coming out in 2022. Like in this podcast and other podcasts before, I definitely said that personally I don't think this game is coming out this year. But we was getting to the speculation talk on PlayStation financials and all that stuff as far as they saying that they want to earn more revenue than last year. And I felt like you need more big titles to be there as well for the holiday, so you can surpass your revenue last year. So that's why I was speculating God of War might come 2021. But personally, in my deeply, I didn't think it was going to be 2021. I mean 2020, yeah, 2021. But we also found out, it's going to be crossplay. We spoke about that. It's going to be PS4 as well. But I feel like the PS4 is definitely hindering these games where it's getting pushed back, man. Is that a safe assessment?
Yes. Look at GT. I know we're going to talk about GT, but look at GT. Yes.
Yeah.
These games are definitely, because Division, personally, I think, the canvas that is PlayStation 4, when you compare it to PlayStation 5 and the bigger things that developers want to do, kind of still got their hands tied behind their back.
Yeah, I agree.
That's how I see it. I could be wrong. That's fine, but that's
Yeah,
my
we're not
speculation.
devs. We're on the outside looking in.
I ain't no dev, man.
This is how we feel. If a dev want to let us know that we're wrong, let us know. But
Let us know. Yeah.
this is how the fan base is feeling like, because the common denominator with everything that's having like some development issue or being pushed back, all these games are also on previous platforms, previous console. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All the games that's PlayStation 5 exclusive, they're coming out. They're here. You might have a little delay here or there, but they're actually out. Ratchet and Clank, we ain't hear no delay for that game. Is on the money to release next week. It's out. PlayStation 5 exclusive. It's out. You know what I mean? So we'll definitely see, man. We'll definitely see. Even though we saw that Forspoken got delayed. Oh, it got pushed to 2022, and that's PlayStation 5 only, but we'll see. But yeah, we have some good news here, man. Persona, moving along. Introducing Team Asobi, the creator of Astrobot series. So this is pretty good news here, where Team Asobi was always a part of Japan Studios, where it was like they split the studio up a little bit, where Team Asobi will focus on Astrobot type of stuff, and now they are actually making their own studio. So they expanded it to have their own studio, and it's a Japanese-based studio here. So this is pretty good news here. So here it is. Today we have some colorful news from Team Asobi, a Tokyo-based PlayStation studio responsible for the Astrobot series. Following the release of Astro's Playroom on PlayStation 5, Team Asobi is now spreading its wings and growing bigger. This is very exciting time for the team, and we are very much looking forward to the next chapter. We want to take the chance to thank you all and the PlayStation fans for your kind words of support over the years, especially since Astro made its big debut on PlayStation 5 alongside the DualSense controller. So yeah, this is really good news here, man, because Astro, in my opinion, Astrobot, very cool mascot franchise type character. All of the Astro games has been really good, from the PlayStation 4 with the Playroom, and you had the little Astro games there. They had like a platformer. They had the Ninja Star one. Those were fun. From the PlayStation VR with Astrobot VR Rescue Mission, that is a dope game. Don't sleep on that game. If you guys haven't played that game yet, I need you to go and play it. Music is amazing. And then we got like a nice cool game with Astro's Playroom for the PlayStation 5, man. So they've been on the ball here, and PlayStation sees it, and they are expanding the studio, because they was a part of Japan Studios, but now they own their separate own thing, doing it. So they're growing in size. It's a Tokyo-based studio, so Japanese-based studio. They do have people coming all over the world into the studio, but it's based in Japan. So what I would like to see is continuing with Astrobot as well. You got to continue that franchise. It's called Team Asobi. But I also want to see something different as well, man. I would like to see something different as well. Now that you have the size, you have the backing, your own studio now within PlayStation Studios. I would like to see something different from them as well. But what's your thoughts on this, Persona, man?
I think now we're actually going to see Astrobot become like a franchise.
Yeah.
Meaning we're going to start seeing like games along the lines of Astrobot, the PS4 version, PS5 game, the free game. We're going to start seeing games like that, because that game was so good, so unique, so different, and it was celebrating PlayStation, right? I would love to see Astrobot in like a full-fledged platformer like that, like with like AAA. Well, it looked good, but like a much larger and much longer, right? So maybe like a 10-15 hour platform type game. And they do they fight like different enemies from like different PlayStation realms. So like they're in the God of War realm, and they're fighting, they're fighting like Poseidon or something like that, right? Like a robotish looking Poseidon or something like that. They're in the Uncharted realm. Like, if they create a game like that, it's definitely going to be a hit.
Oh, and yeah, we've seen tastes of that too. We've seen tastes of that in Astro's Playroom.
Yeah, Astral Flame. That's what I'm saying. So if they can kind of amplify that times 100 and really like start playing around with a lot of these other IPs, go into a robotic Parappa the Rapper type world and fight those enemies in there, and like you get cool little like iconic suits. Like you could dress the Astrobot up as like Drake with like a nice little scarf around his neck, and like that will definitely take off. I think it will, personally, and I would love to have something like that.
I'm with that 100%. That tickles my fancy a little bit, Persona. I got a little excited. I'm not gonna lie.
But I'm happy. But you're funny. But I'm happy for Team Asobi, right? Some good came out of this. I'm sad Japan studios got closed down, but I am happy that Team Asobi is able to kind of, as they said, spread their wings and really be able to create on a high quality level.
Yeah, because that's the news I'm waiting for too, because Team Asobi was a part of Japan Studios, and they were downscaling Japan Studios, but now they took the people from a Team Asobi, made their own studio in Tokyo, and brought more people in there as well from all over the world, expanding the studio. But what happened to that Japan studio sector? Like, are you going to expand that as well? Is what I'm waiting for. But I'm listening to Hermen Hulst. Japan is still in their DNA, and I'm very happy with that. And I'm happy that Team Asobi is still focused in Japan, because it was like a European guy that was in charge of that Japan Studios, but the Team Asobi is still Japan. I don't know, people gonna be like, damn, why are you so focused in Japan? Yo, I love Japanese culture. I love Japanese games. Like that's my lifeblood, to be honest with you, in gaming. That's what got me into gaming. It's a Japanese game with Mario. So you know what I mean? Like Japanese studios and Japanese games,
exactly,
it's always gonna be like the games I focus on. I play every single game, but at the end of the day, I love to play Japanese games. You know what I mean? Because it's just a certain difference that they put into their games, and what they put into the games always will have me come back. So
yeah, I agree.
But moving along though, Persona, another good news here by a Twitter post. Pixelopus, they are hiring. We are working hard on an exciting new PlayStation 5 title and continue to grow. Come join us on this unique project with a PlayStation studio. So this is great news that I like to hear, because just like with the Sony Ben game, right? What was missing in that? Letting us know what the title is going to be on. Here they're letting you know we're excited to work on a PlayStation 5 title. So Pixelopus, they're known for Concrete Genie and other titles as well, but Concrete Genie is the main one that they're known for. And yeah, I love that game. Concrete Genie, I think it was a great game, great story, look beautiful. I would love to see a PlayStation 5 version of that game. Wow, that would look crazy, bro. But yeah, what's your thoughts, man? You think we're gonna see like another Concrete Genie or something new? Well, it is a new title, but
all right, I got a confession. I gotta go into the confession for a second.
Go into confession, man.
I want to start off by covering my bases. I'm a PlayStation fan too, and
yo, it sounds lower now. Why it sound lower?
Because I didn't turn it up. I gotta turn it up all the way, and then it would be PlayStation 2.
Oh, there we go. Now. There we go. Yeah. There we go.
I didn't complete Concrete Genie, man.
What?
I know.
How dare you? Now I'm joking.
Yeah, I gotta go back and finish that.
It's short. It's a short game too.
No, it's a short game. I just haven't. I think when Concrete Genie came out, a ton of other stuff was coming out at the time, and then it kind of just slipped through the cracks for me. But I hope that with Pixelopus, I hope that PlayStation actually puts a bigger budget behind them as well.
Yeah,
so that they can create something much more grand.
They're saying that continuing to grow. So
yeah, which I like to hear. Bigger. Yeah, which I like to hear, and this goes back to something that Jim Ryan said at was it the one of them tech shows back in February or sometime last year or something like that, where he was saying that PlayStation wants to grow their studios organically and not just do acquisitions.
And that's what
so
we're
meaning
seeing.
Expansions. Yes, that's what we're seeing here. PlayStation is keep an eye on PlayStation, guys. They're about to definitely surprise us.
We're seeing a lot of these studios expand, the Bend, the Pixelopus, team Asobi. So yeah, he's true to his word here. I guess nobody's gonna quote those things. That's a good point, Persona, that you quoted that, and shout out to you for quoting that, because a lot of people's dismissing those things and they're focused on we believe the generation. You know what I mean? Like, but there's a lot of things that he is saying that is coming into fruition. So
yep. So Jim Ryan's doing his thing. Expanding the studios, pumping out content. Certain things you may dislike with him, but the man is getting business done.
Yeah,
the man is definitely getting the job done. I'll admit that. I will admit that wholeheartedly.
Yes, yo. So yeah, I'm excited for it. Pixelopus is a very small studio, and it's great that they're still giving them the chance to, spread their wings in the PlayStation studio. So I'm excited for that. But yo, moving along to Persona, man. Let's talk about some Horizon Forbidden West. Shout out to Nabillion for compacting the interview, because we can talk about all the interview things because there was multiple interviews. But Nabillion, he had a nice concise tweet here on all of the features that was stated in the interview. So Horizon Forbidden West details, right? Some new features going on, new climate system, Persona. It's going to be a free climate system where you can climb where you want to climb. When they showcased, in the PlayStation State of Play, they showcased that you press the focus, it highlights where you can climb, and that's where you can climb. But that is not the case. You don't have to press the focus to highlight where you can climb. You can climb anywhere. So the free climbing system is there. And also they said they had something where they have like an algorithm built in where it's constantly updated as far as where you can climb in the game. Like, you're always going to have something there for the climb. I got to go back and listen to the interview, but it was a unique thing. It's not like a stagnant place thing or something, from what he was saying. But 3D audio, DualSense support, completely overall skill tree. That sounds fun. The skill tree is now overhauled. It's not just the simple 3 sides and then you upgrade the sides. They said the skill tree is completely overhauled. Our favorite word for the last couple of months since Returnal has released, and everybody want to use this word now, Persona. Many different biomes. Nobody used them words biomes, but Returnal hit. Now everybody want to go back to 6th grade science with earth sciences and talk about biomes. New melee system with combos, new workbench for upgrades, and development is on track, Persona. So that was what stated in the Game Informer interview, but there was another interview. Differences between PlayStation 4. So this game has been heavily developed for the PlayStation 4 and is still being play tested for the PlayStation 4. PlayStation 5.
Can we start there for a second? Go
ahead.
That bothers me a little bit. Does that bother you a little bit?
Not really now, because it kind of makes sense. Like, I get where you're coming from, but the game came out in 2017. If you continue development, the PlayStation 5 ain't come out to 2020, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, but do you think these people had dev kits in these people had dev kits 2 years, bro.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm just saying that I feel like the game did start development on PlayStation 4.
No, I agree that it did, but it just, I don't know, when he said that, it kind of, maybe I'm reading too deep into it, but when he said that, I kind of jerked, my eyes kind of jerked. I was like, what?
The reason why he's saying it, because all those people that's on the all the things, I agree with you there too. But he's saying that, it's being play tested on PlayStation 4 because people is going to ask that question, like, if you're showing a PS5 version, you're doing all of this, that PlayStation 4 going to be, you know what I mean? It's going to be chugging. But they're saying that they're play testing it to make sure everything is all right. You know what I mean? To make sure you have a proper working version. And that further, continues my point as far as the PlayStation 4 is the reason why these games are being delayed, and they're having development issues, because you're still play testing it for the PlayStation 4, right? But you're also announcing that the game is still on track, but you can't give us the release date. Why not? Is that PlayStation 4 version, you want to make sure it's running up to snuff. That's why. That PlayStation 4 version ain't running up to snuff. Guess what? You're going to need more development time so you have a proper working version for the game. That's it's that simple.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
It's that simple, bro. The PlayStation 5 version has different water rendering techniques than the PlayStation 4, plus many more details that's going on. The hero lighting for Aloy is only available in cutscenes for the PlayStation 4. And they spoke about the water, the density of the game is going to be much more in finite detail when it comes to the PlayStation 5 as well. And Persona, there's going to be a 60 frames per second performance mode on the PlayStation 5, which has been
music to my ears
announced, man. So give me your overall thoughts, man. Horizon Zero Dawn. I know you've been blown away. I know you gave your reactions to the game, but you know, the new information that came out this week. What's your thoughts?
Aloy, I want you to notice me.
Aloy, notice me. Aloy, notice me, baby. Oh, listen, man. 60 frames per second, ray tracing, underwater missions, the swimming, the world, the combat, the super, the enemies, the trekker. What's it called? Terra Trunka. What is it? The mammal motherfucker. What is it called?
Oh, the Trematus.
Trematus. I keep saying Trekker Tunka. I don't know. I don't know why I call it Trematuska. I don't know why I keep saying that. Trematusk.
And the Claw Striders, man.
And the Claw Striders and the Trematusk. I keep messing up on these names. Anyway, the world, the enemies, Aloy, the enemies, Eren, the enemies, the combat, the gliding,
the AI,
the jumping, the AI. Oh yeah, the AI. Everything about this game just it's just. It's music to my ears. It's magical. I can't wait to get my hands on this game. It looks phenomenal. It looks like they really are putting a lot of effort into this game. I loved Horizon Zero Dawn 1. Certain things could have been fixed with the game. It looks like those things are being fixed here. The enemies look much more interesting, much more in depth within this world. Right? The based off what we've seen with the Trematusk and the Raptors, we're going to be seeing a lot more unique enemy robot types as well. Exciting. The super. Everything about this game is phenomenal. It's a day one. As soon as the pre-orders go, I just need them to put the pre-orders up. Yep. Just put the pre-orders up. It's getting pre-ordered. But it's getting pre-ordered. And let them not have a collector's edition. Let them announce that collector's edition. It's getting pre-ordered. I'm just waiting. The game is 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, same here, man. I'm just waiting for that pre-order to go up, and I'm in there, man. Hopefully it does come out this year. I think PlayStation will need this game to come out this year, and I can't wait to play it on PlayStation 5, man. It's gonna be because Aloy, I love that character, man. I love how experienced but inexperienced she is, where it creates a lot of curiosity with the character. She's all, you know, her facial expressions when she's talking to people. She's just like, yo, she's soaking in all this knowledge. Like, she's just like, I'm curious to what you have to say. What do you want me to do, stranger? Really? You want me to climb this tall building? I'm going to climb a tall building because I really want to figure out why that building is so tall, but I also want to save whatever person you want me to save. Like, she's just so curious, man, innocent, you know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely want to see what they're going to throw at her when it comes to Forbidden West. With a title like that, I think they're gonna throw a lot Persona.
I definitely think it's gonna be a lot more grand. I mean, even in the interview he was saying there's a lot of places to explore in this game. He said there's a lot. Yes. And he put emphasis on that. I love hearing stuff like that. And the underwater
as well. And the verticality of the game. Like they're making it seem like, yo, it's not good. Horizon Zero Dawn wasn't as vertical. You couldn't climb up to places and fight them. You had to pretty much stay grounded. But here you can go up. You can stay grounded. You can go in the water. You know what I mean? It's the verticality is much improved there.
Yep. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Persona, are you excited as well for PlayStation tournaments for the Evo Championship Series?
I'm excited, man.
Introducing the Evo Community Series PlayStation 4 tournaments, man. So PlayStation, you know how they partnered up with Evo, you know what I mean? A little stake in the company there, buying up a little few things here and there. And they're continuing the Evo Online series here, man, where take on the challengers in 3 open format PlayStation 4 tournaments, the chance to win cash prize ahead of Evo 2021. So they pretty much released their schedule in here. The Evo Community Series here, where they're going to have main tournaments and side tournaments. So here are the main tournaments here: FGC Arcade Evo Edition, Grand Blue Fantasy versus, which I'm very, very happy for. That's on the main stage there. Guilty Gear Strive, Mortal Kombat, and Tekken 7. So this is the early one here, right? Then we have so this what's the Evo one? Hold on one second. Here we go. Evo side tournaments. So this is the side tournaments. My bad. This one right here is like the more like the community series, the warm-ups kind of stuff. Has it saying here Evo warm-ups. So they started much earlier here. And this is it's the FGC Arcade series right here, right? Here's the Evo starting here. This is the side Evo tournaments with BB Tag, Dragon Ball Fighters, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Yo, Gundam Versus still on there. Skull Girls.
Gundam Versus? Wow.
Yo, a lot of people still play Gundam, man. Gundam
Yo, that's dope. Yeah.
Skull Girl, Soul Calibur 6, and On the Night in Birth. So this is great, man. This is great because you still have a heavy dedicated amount of people that play these games. And the fact that Evo's still supporting them, you know, with a main tournament or a side tournament is really, really fun. And then they have the main banger. Where is it at? Where's the main banger? I can't find it, but I know it's Tekken 7, Mortal Kombat, and oh yeah, here it is right here. Guilty Gear Strive, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter Championship Edition, Street Fighter 5 Championship Edition, and Tekken 7 is like the main.
You signed up for that as well, the June 26th one?
Well, I signed up for. I can tell you right now. Hold on, let me show you. I can tell you which one I signed up for. I gotta click on it. I signed up for Guilty Gear, and I think that's June 26th as well. Yeah. 1 second. I'll show you guys. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Beat this one. Now you got me singing the joint. God damn.
Oh man,
you got me singing it, man. But yeah, it's a lot of games there that has been announced where I think it's a good variety of games for people to, you know, play in here. Let me go to what you call it.
Why you do that? Yeah, so I think this whole Evo thing, this just reinforces PlayStation's commitment to the community, right? You know, PlayStation last generation and now clearly in this generation have done a good job of being the major sponsor for a lot of these types of tournaments, especially within the FGC community. I remember last generation, a couple years back, you know, at PlayStation Experience every year, they would hold the semifinals and the finals for Capcom Pro Tour, and then every Sunday, there'd be top 8s, and you know, just tradition, because I would go to PSX every year. Sunday afternoon, I'd be chilling and watching the tournaments, having fun. You know, like stuff like that is just really great. So at the announcement of PlayStation buying Evo or putting money up into Evo, I'm just really excited that they're really doing this types of stuff, man. And it's just great to see for the FGC community. And I'm probably going to sign up too, probably for Guilty Gear. See how far my Kai can get.
It's August 6th is officially when Evo is, but that's just the warm-up stuff that, you know, we've shown before, like the warm-ups, you know, series, which I guess I'm going to participate in as well, just to see where I'm at. But yeah, this is how you sign up. You're going to go Smash GG. It's going to link you to the Evo stuff, nothing is really like there yet as far as bracket wise. So you're just gonna be it's gonna look very plain. But in June, this is gonna get
Gonna be
filled
live
up.
streamed, right?
Yeah.
It's live stream, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check you out. See, I'm gonna be watching the stream and just watch Bari try to, pull out that Amelia.
Let me get washed. But nah, like I said, when it comes to Guilty Gear, I'm gonna focus hard on it, man. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be playing Ratchet and Clank and Final Fantasy as well, but every day I'm gonna try and play.
I was gonna say you're gonna have to train. You about to be in a real life tournament, bro. You got to train, bro.
Oh yeah,
no.
definitely gonna be training like super hard.
You got to train, bro.
Yeah.
Get them combos, get them executions right, get that spacing right, Amelia, get them confirms ready. You understand?
Absolutely.
Get them options ready, man.
Absolutely. So we're gonna definitely see how it is. This is gonna be my first time participating in Evo. Never did it before. But I'm happy that.
Do you have to pay or is it free?
No, it's free. It's free for anybody.
It's free. Word.
I'm happy that
I think I'm gonna sign up.
That like Guilty Gear netcode is amazing, man. So you know what I mean. Like they don't have to regionalize it. I think they regionalize it anyway, but really and truly they don't have to. So it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait to participate. We're definitely gonna be in the lab training, and yeah, we're gonna get it together, man. Hopefully we at least get out of pools. You know what I mean? That's the goal.
Yo, I think you'll be able to get out of pools.
We'll see. I don't think so, but we'll see.
I mean, it'd be messed up if they put you up against like a top 10 player in your first match.
You don't know who you're gonna have in the pools. That's why I have to wait until everything is scheduled up, see what's in the pools, and then I'll be like, okay. But it could be a non-name dude that's just dope. You know what I mean? So
that's just good. Yeah. It could just be somebody that's just because there are a lot of players like that. They don't go to tournaments.
The online warriors, man.
Yeah, but they wreck even like professional players. Like they're just like regular dudes that just play,
Absolutely, man. Yo, so one game I want to talk about here is Knockout City, which is that dodgeball game. It is selling really well. A lot of people streaming this game is very popular right now. I think the game is really dope, where they have a population of 5 million players currently right now in Knockout City. So they're saying, thank you, Brawlers, for making Knockout City game launch and block party an amazing 10-day event and surpassed expectations. This party was unforgettable in many ways, and we're excited to see the support and positivity pouring in from you, our community. Since launch, we've seen 5 million new Brawlers join us in matches. There has been amazing, unexpected gameplay. Hundreds of thousands of crews were formed. 500 million KOs landed. Millions of hours of gameplay were watched, and there we say it. Thousands of friendships were made along the way. Who knew you could bond over hitting another in the face with a dodgeball? And yo, shout out to this game because they are New York developers. I forgot the developer name. Yeah, they're from New York. And this is a game, like I said, when I played the beta, I felt like this game was going to be very good. It's going to be very popular because yes, it's easy to get into, but it's very detailed. Like the curve is going to be like crazy between like a beginner or intermediate to an advanced.
Especially timing when to catch the dodgeball and all that stuff. I mean, when I was playing in the demo or the beta, and I went against this one crew. Yo, these dudes were I was playing by myself. Like these dudes washed us, bro. Like I couldn't do nothing, man. They knew how to dodge the ball, like when you throw it, even though it's kind of six.
And they
were dodging the ball or they were catching us. I'm like, bro, I can't.
You do all that.
I couldn't. I was like, yo, man, this definitely a learning curve to the game. So like, yes, it's pick up and play, but if you're really trying to win and get good, you got to definitely get around that.
Yeah, man, it's good to see like a new game selling well. It's like, yeah, it's one of those multiplayer type games, but it's a great game. Like in my opinion, I feel like this was going to be a great game. Once I played that beta, I was like, yeah, this is going to be a hit here, man. So shout out to them.
Did you buy the full game?
No, I didn't buy it yet.
It's free to play, right? No, it's free to play, right?
No, so it's not free to play. You get to play the game for free up until street rank 25. But once you hit that, then you have to purchase like the game. It's gonna tell you like, oh, you hit that cap, you're gonna have to purchase the game. But I didn't buy it because June. Listen, I like the game a lot, and I know I'm gonna play it later on. But not during the beginning. Not June. Yeah,
not June. Maybe June. July. July kind of dry, but not June. Not June. No,
definitely not, man. I'm focused on different things.
Yeah.
I'm happy for them, man. New York City stand up. You know what I mean? So
facts. NYC stand up.
Yo, we got some bad news, Persona, man.
Yeah, this one hurt. I know what you're talking about. This hurt.
Not surprising too much, but still bad. KOF 15 has been delayed. Where they said that the game is going to be coming out first year Q1 2022. So yeah, they've been building a lot of hype for KOF 15, where you can pretty much, they had all these trailers for characters leading up to the game. I think this is a good delay though, man, because they hinted on rollback netcode that they're working on it, and I feel like with COVID and such like that, especially in Japan, COVID definitely has been on the rise again. A lot of prominent people in Japan have been getting COVID, so I don't know what's going on there in Japan, but the chances of getting it has increased over there, so they're delaying the game.
There's a new strain. There's a new strain. That's why.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm not too mad about it because Guilty Gear is still coming out, but I hope that with this delay that they take time to polish the game and also implement rollback netcode day one of release. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Or at least in like a day one patch or whatever they're gonna do.
Yeah, let's have that rollback netcode there because KOF definitely needs that. KOF always been good games, but the cancer to it always has been the netcode of their games has been bad. You know what I mean? It's been very bad.
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
So yeah, man. If you guys were interested in KOF 15, it has been delayed to 2022 Q1. Which is unfortunate, but very understandable, especially over there going on. Man.
Yeah, very understandable.
Yo, so let's talk about this E3 stuff a little bit, Persona, man. Let's get a little excited because I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I know. You know what I mean? Square Enix presents Persona Summer 2021. Oh, he's still going. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, get it off, man.
Control, and I think I like it.
Yeah. Square Enix presents June 13th, 3:15 p.m. Eastern time. Eastern. We're not doing that Pacific. We're not doing that BTS. We're doing Eastern. Eastern time. Get it together. You know what I mean? This is what I was waiting for. Persona, this is what I was waiting for. I was waiting for that date. I was thinking the 14th, like Monday, but they said now we're doing it on a Sunday. Oh,
wait. What time is Xbox? Well, we'll talk about it off stream. I wonder if these shows conflict. I don't think they do.
No, they don't. Xbox is on. It's 12.
Sunday as well.
No, it's 1 p.m. Eastern time. And it's going to be 90 minutes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right after each other.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay.
So here's what they said here. They're telling you this little card that they built here where there's going to be world premieres from Eidos Montreal featuring Babylon Falls, Life is Strange, True Colors, and Marvel Avengers. So they're giving you a little snippet of what's going to be at the show, but they also have more to tell you here. So what are you showing during Square Enix Presents? Of course, that's the thing you probably most eager to learn, right? Rest assured, we have plenty that would definitely make you go, ooh. Persona, they have plenty.
That go, ooh. Pops go, ah.
That make you go, ooh. Possibly even, ah. But we're going to keep
that
line up
mostly
on the wraps for now.
Oh yeah.
This is the disconnect that I have with a lot of people in the gaming community persona. You know what I mean? Where, you know, I'm putting up my excitement for Square Enix and people's telling me, oh, but all they're going to show is Babylon Falls, and which Babylon Falls, I can't wait for that game and all that. But I'm like, yo, did you guys actually read the press article? They're telling you that most of the show they're going to keep under wraps.
Not only that, but even these 3 games here. First off, Babylon, I think we talked about this too, Barry, but Babylon's Fall is definitely getting a PS5 announcement. It looks fire now, but I think that's going to be a PS5 game as well.
Yes,
and I would even willing to bet that might be a holiday release as well, or early 2022. But then Life is Strange. You know, very True Colors. That game looks phenomenal. I love Life is Strange. Well, let me rephrase. Life is Strange 2 was dog ass, but you know, Life is Strange 1, Life is Strange Before the Storm with Max and Chloe. Those my girls, and I love that. That was great, but that Life is Strange 2 was ass. But this Life is Strange True Colors looks great. Very colorful, very next gen ish looking.
This is the only disagreement I have though, Persona. It looks great. It looks great. But do we need a deep dive on it?
I would like one, yeah.
Okay,
I wouldn't mind.
If you want it, then you know I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing like, you know, a little bit more and maybe getting like a nice little gameplay demo or something like that. I would like that. I would like that very much, actually. Okay. Then Wakanda Forever.
Let's go!
Marvel Avengers with Black Panther, which I can't wait to see. I know he's gonna fight like Wolverine, which Wolverine is one of my favorite X-Men of all time. So and Cyclops and a bunch of others, but that's a whole conversation for another time. Maybe comic books, movies. But anyway, you know, and then Marvel Avengers, you know, a game that I love that everyone loves to hate. Love that game so much. That don't play. Obviously, you know, I put 150 hours into the platinum. You don't know more than me, sir. So Marvel Avengers, amazing. I can't wait for the Wakanda gameplay. They're gonna definitely show that off, and I can't wait to see how Black Panther fights, man. I'm really, really excited. Once that comes out, Black Panther is definitely. I'm in the lab. I'm leveling him up. I'm getting the best gear for him. I'm good.
Yo, the thing is with Marvel Avengers, they also had like great events as well. That in the past, that Red Room event was really good. If you guys have missed out on that Red Room event, I'm telling you, you missed out on a lot of cool like title icons that they can put on your character now. And they got a whole bunch of MCU costumes in the game now, which looks amazing in game. So, yeah, I'm super excited for that expansion pack with Black Panther. I can't wait for that, man. Whatever it's going to cost, probably going to cost like 20-30. I'm with it.
They're probably going to show. They probably going to show a little bit of Endwalker talk. Like it might be a little bit of Endwalker talk.
Might get a Spider-Man tease too. You might get that tease of Spider-Man.
Hey, if they give us a Spider-Man tease, hey yo, bro. If they give us that Spider-Man tease, because Spider-Man is supposed to come out this year too, right? Or is that next year?
It's supposed to be this year.
I know it's supposed to be this year, Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yo, if we get that Spider-Man tease, yo, that's going to be real nice. That's going to be real nice. Real nice.
But yeah, man. Yo.
But I think we're going to see, like, in terms of the things they're keeping under wraps, we're definitely seeing Final Fantasy 16 gameplay here. Oh, yeah. And I would even be willing to bet that we're getting a release date. And I don't think the release date is going to be this year, but I think it's going to be probably like sometime in 22 too. But we're going to get, this is my speculation, we're getting Final Fantasy 16 gameplay and a release date.
Persona, rest assured, we have plenty that will definitely, Persona, definitely make you go, ooh, possibly even
Here's the other thing, Bari. This is my other speculation. They are going to announce Octopath Traveler for PlayStation 4
they
or
better,
5 or whatever.
They better.
Yeah, they have to. They have to, bro. It's been 3 months since it's come out on Game Pass, or 2 months or something like that.
They better deter.
I need that Octopath on PlayStation. Go ahead and put that on PlayStation. Like, you put it on, but see, here's the thing. I think they're gonna put it on PlayStation. Like, oh yeah, available right now. Available right now.
Yeah.
Oh, available this week or some stupid shit like that. I need that. They gotta stop. They have to put that on. What's the name? I also think we might get Dragon Quest 12. Yeah, like a trailer, like a true trailer, a true trailer, I think we might get that as well.
I think we are going to get the Final Fantasy series of the older games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
What? What?
In
Hold
a
on, wait a
package
second.
for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. It's not going to be like
What?
super graphics and nothing like that, but you know, it's going to be like the cell phone or the PC type games that's more up-res and polished up. I think we're going to get that package very soon, because if you've been looking at it for the last couple of years, Square have been releasing 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what I mean? 12 again. They've been doing those games. They've been reissuing Final Fantasy games again, and the only ones that we're missing are the beginning ones. So I feel like
well, no, I think we actually might get 13. 13
is a possible one.
Before 1 through 6, I think they might give us 13 series. Because that's the only, because 13 series is on Xbox Game Pass.
But
so
listen,
I can see them putting that on PlayStation as well.
Before we move on to continue the news of the show, rest assured, Persona, we'll have plenty. Plenty is can be taken as you have more than one, right? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Right?
Plenty is like more than 3 though.
Yes, it's a lot.
Yeah,
rest assured, we have plenty that will definitely make you go ooh, possibly even ah. Persona, what is one thing that will have you going ooh and ah at the Square Enix show? That's completely shocking.
A full Forspoken gameplay demo.
Okay, you saying Forspoken? You know what I'm going to say, Persona?
Or Final Fantasy 16.
Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 trailer. It's happening.
Okay, trailer.
Square Enix presents.
Maybe.
It is happening.
All right.
We already know about 16. Definitely going to make me go ooh and ah. We know about Forspoken. Definitely will make me go ooh and ah.
Seeing like full-fledged gameplay for that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Oh, the Origin game, Final Fantasy Origin, yeah, that would make me go ooh and ah depending on how it's looking. But something personally for me that would go, oh, shit! if you show that trailer of 7 Remake Part 2, it don't even have to show like full-fledged detailed gameplay to give me some cinematics. Bro, I would lose it. I don't need to watch anything else. Bro, I would end the stream. After that trailer, and I would just continue to go play on Intergrade. I would end the stream if they show that. Mark my words, I will finish the stream right there after that trailer, and I would just go right there to go play Intergrade. I will finish it, Persona.
Yeah. Oh shit.
That's it. I'll be shit. Watch the trailer. Gone.
You can't do that.
I would leave the audience that's watching the reaction. I would leave them.
Oh shit, bro. This dude.
Because everybody's scared to say it. I'm gonna say it. Listen, they put out listen, I know it possibly might not be there, but yo, this is big words. You see, I'm highlighting it. Rest assured. They're very confident. We have plenty that would definitely make you go, ooh, possibly, ah. But we're going to keep that on the wraps. And here they said, with that in mind, here's a tantalizing vague list. This is the list that everybody focusing on. They said tantalizing vague list of what you can expect. Everybody's like, oh, Bari, why are you excited for the Square Enix show? All they're going to show is these games. Because you ain't read. Sorry, you ain't read. Pay attention.
Fair enough.
Even
if they do like how they did Final Fantasy Remake, where they show Cloud walking or whatever, but this time they show like
they outside.
They outside and they show Cloud. They show the team, or they show Red 13, or they do like a snippet of Red 13 game, like you walking around as Red 13 or something and fighting or something like that. Or they show the golden saucer or some crazy shit.
Whatever capacity it is, it could be a teaser. It could just be a screenshot, and you see the open world, you see the other like villages and towns, and you see the golden saucer goes high up, and you see that in the background, all that. I would be happy with that. I would cut the stream off I'm gone.
Yeah, this man is. I don't know if I'm cutting this short. Well, it depends because that'd probably be the last thing they show anyway. So
I will cut the stream off, Persona, and I'm gone. Because after that, I wouldn't want to see anything else. I'll be happy as hell.
Yeah, I get that.
And I want to go play Intergrade, you know?
Integrate intermission. Got you.
Well, yeah, I'm excited for Square Enix show. Like, this is my most anticipated show. I'm not holding no anticipation. I'm not lowering nothing when it comes to the show. I keep the same energy. I'm not lowering nothing when it comes to this show.
We don't lower expectations for Square Enix. Sorry.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Speaking of Square Enix and Final Fantasy VII Remake, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, the PlayStation download size is still pretty big, man. Still pretty big. Where it's going to be 86 gigs, according to, you know, some people that have the game already. It's going to be 86 gigs. Also, it's very unclear whether this is includes the total Yuffie expansion intermission. So I guess the base update is 86 gigs. I think Final Fantasy.
Don't we have to buy? We have to buy intermission, don't we?
Oh no, my bad. I read that wrong. It's 81. It's 81.3 gigs. 86 gigs was the original game, but on PlayStation 5, without a day one patch, it's 81.3 gigs. And that's not clear if that's included in the intermission DLC.
Jesus, a lot.
It's pretty big.
Game is pretty big though. That is a big game. Like, it's doing a lot. It's doing a lot.
And all them updates in a pretty big game. It's going to be.
Because they fixing all the textures and it's 60 frames and all that. Yeah, I can see how this game is that big. Because they fixing everything, like textures, everything is fixed in this shit. Like it's really about to look like a whole entirely different game.
Yeah, there's people that have the game already, and they already showcased that, you know, that infamous door. The texture is fixed. It's like, it looks clean. So I already saw some screenshots already from people, which I wanted to avoid, but it was already there right in front of me. You know, shout out to my man Chris too. Chris messages like, "Yo, bro, be careful." But yeah, I saw some of it already, Chris. But it's already a big game. And the Yuffie DLC, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be big as well.
Like 10 gigs, maybe 15 at most.
I think it's gonna be bigger than that. I think it's gonna be bigger.
You think so?
Yeah, because I'm in the mindset that this DLC alone is gonna be more than 10 hours. It's gonna be pretty chunky. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna be pretty chunky DLC. And there's gonna be a lot of stuff to do within the DLC. You know what I mean? If you just played through the story, boom, 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 you might just finish it in like 10 hours. But I think there's gonna be more than that to do.
Yeah.
But we shall see, man. We shall see. But yeah, it's pretty hefty. I already started removing. Well, not removing. I transferred some of my.
I removed some shit. I definitely. I'm making space because Ratchet & Clank preloaded yesterday for me.
Yep, me too.
I deleted a lot of my media stuff because I already uploaded a lot of that stuff. So I deleted a lot of that stuff already. All my Eternal stuff, I had to get rid of that because it was too much.
I had 50 something gigs of like media where I had to delete. Now I have like 10. But I deleted a whole bunch of stuff. And I moved over Godfall. I moved over Control. I didn't start that yet. The Ultimate Edition. I moved over Eternal to the SSD, to the expansion. I
got to download Control.
I moved over a lot of the games that like I'm not playing currently right now. Waiting for Guilty Gear, Intermission, Intergrade, and Ratchet & Clank. So that's going to be chunky. That's going to be chunky. We don't know. Guilty Gear probably going to be like 30 something gigs.
Yeah, I think Guilty Gear will be about 30, 35 maybe.
Yep. Ratchet & Clank is 33 gigs.
33. And have you listened to the music? Have you hovered over Ratchet & Clank and just listened to the music? That shit is pretty dope.
I haven't yet.
Hover over it. Like after this podcast, hover over it and listen to the music. It's pretty dope.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely go and do that. And speaking of Guilty Gear, man, we'll talk about this before we get into the topic. They had their development backyard. This is their 6th volume of talking to like the fans on what's going on with Guilty Gear, the development process. And I think this one is really, really good because I've been enjoying the developers' backyards because they're addressing a lot of things that people are talking about. Like, so it's very important to give your feedback when it comes to these fighting games. And if you did play the open beta 2 and you gave your feedback through the survey, they were listening to a lot of stuff, man. I spoke from my heart in that survey, Persona.
I'm sure you did.
But one thing that's going to make us happy, Persona, man, is that they announced here. Well, I didn't know they announced this at the Red Bull Kumite. I didn't see this part here. I don't know how I missed that part because I was watching the matches, but I don't know. I didn't see this announcement here. So they announced that they had the player match mode right here. So this is pretty much the private lobbies. And here you can set it up here where you can create the room, region setting if you want to have the same region or the expanded worldwide, room type, normal, training, stuff like that. Rotation rule, rematch, which is going to be cool for tournaments, which is cool that they add that. Number of matches, first of 3, 1, 5. Room policy, practice, and whatever tournament style, you can put that there. Target, player level, same. Room capacity, so you can have about 9 people in there. Up to 8 of your friends or people that's participating in the tournament can be in there. And here's how it looks. They're going to have the traditional. This is funny that I read this and I was like, yo, Arc System, y'all know your previous games? It's kind of funny because your previous games had these things here, right? So this is how the room looks. They have the traditional, lineup where you have that in Grand Blue and you have that in like Guilty Gear XR, where you can line up and wait for your turn to play. Spectating mode is there, Persona, which is great. So you're gonna have your friends ID stuff where I guess you can join in through the ID or you can join in through like setting a password. Did I see password up here? Let me see. It might be something that is invite. It might be something that's invite because they're saying here that you can play with only your friends by setting the ID or use them for tournaments. So
wait, so there's no invite system?
Oh, it's setting up an ID. So you know how you set up like let your friends know like, oh, here's the ID number, they can join it through there, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's good though. I mean, it doesn't really have to be an invite system if they have something like that. I think that suffice.
Yeah.
Just send them to them. Hey, look, my room is XYZ and the code is 226. Like, so
yeah.
I like that. I like that as well.
So they were talking about, yo, here's some new features and all that stuff, right? Online training, yo, you already had that your Arc System. Yo, training mode in the room, you already had that as well, Arc. You had that in your previous game. So when I was reading this, I did a video on this. I was like, wait, you already had this in your game. What you mean like new mode? Like, yo, wow.
It's for the uninformed, man. It's for the uninformed.
Yeah, so they trying to get those new people in there like, yo, new mode? What? This is amazing. Training mode while you can practice and wait for your match? Oh my God, no.
Arc System cares about the gamer.
Yeah, like, yo, you have those modes already in your previous games. And also they have pretty much mission modes. So one thing I liked about Arc with Grand Blue is the mission mode stuff where you can practice combos, you can practice situational stuff, you can practice defensive options. There's so much stuff you can practice in here. It looked like they're going to have that here. See, Angie matchup tutorial. So they're teaching you how to fight these characters within this. So this is going to be very important as well. I know
that's going to be really good, man. I'm definitely going to be using it.
Yeah. We're going to use it, but a lot of people are going to skip this.
Yeah, the game is bad. I can't win.
How do you stop this on this character?
I can't win.
You asked them, did you try the mission mode?
I shouldn't have to train.
Exactly.
I shouldn't have to train. The game should just let me win.
What they call it? The 10-second corner rule. I've seen the craziest things in the world when it comes to people playing fighting games.
Bums, bro. Bums.
Alright, my bad. Somebody was bumping music hardcore, so I didn't want to have that in the background where they're like, oh, we're gonna monetize this joint. So they had an easy little training mode stuff here. Land an attack, cancel with a red Roman cancel, and follow up an attack. Pretty simple stuff, but it's just cool that they're teaching you the game. So really and truly, like if you're new to fighting games, you really don't have an excuse not to learn the game because they have the simplest of stuff here where you can technically learn the game, learn the mechanics of the game. You know what I mean? Like I know a lot of people say they avoid fighting games because it's too hard or they're not good, but you have the tools there. You know what I mean, to actually learn the game and to be good, I guess. You know what I mean? So, but
yeah, the tools are there. People just don't want to use them.
yo, Chuck in there talking mad hella trash. What he said? I'm beating the living hell out of Jay Bari in this game. We gonna see, Chuck. We gonna see, man, with your cheap ass RAM. You know what I mean? Fire 5S. Oh, before we move on to, I know a lot of people don't care about this, but this is important for like me, Persona, anybody that's in, watching the game as well. They improving the online lobbies because that was an issue in the last tournament. I mean, not the last tournament, the last beta, where they improved it with the stations, but it was still kind of janky. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't connecting at times, and then you had to restart the whole game and then go back in the lobby. Somebody took your spot. It was weird, but they did improve it, but it was still kind of messed up. So they said they're improving that. Also, they said that they're adjusting the arrow options once again. So one of the things that they adjusted in the game was the jump arcs, right? So from you leaving the ground to the air, they increased the frames off that. So they made jump arcs much slower in the game. They kept the dashing the same, but they made the dashing shorter as well. So what they did there is like, so you can react better to like aerial attacks, like when people jump ins and stuff like that. So they did that. They added lander recovery, which I think is kind of smart anyway. But they added lander recovery. They buffed the anti-air moves, and a lot of the feedback was like, "Yo, the jump arcs. Why you changed that? Because now you actually took away options that characters can actually do." And you know what I mean? Like, hence in point, like Milia had a lot of anti-air options, like like if you jumping in on me, I can convert with an anti-air with jump K and convert into like a full combo from that. But due to these changes, you can't do that anymore with Milia. So a lot of her combo structure was just throwing out. You know what I mean? But then you had Soul Bad Guy doing whatever the hell he want to do. You know what I mean? Like, yo, he's playing Guilty Gear, but everybody else is kind of limited to those specific things that the character really needed to, perform well. Not saying that she can't perform well, but it was kind of disappointing. But they said that they're looking into that stuff with the jump arcs. They're gonna increase the movement speed on that. They're still keeping the landing recovery as well, and which I think is smart. You know what I mean? Because the jumping and stuff was very strong in Guilty Gear Strive in the beta. Like a lot of people was dashing and jump tag, jabbing it. It was hard to react to, but they did buff the anti-air stuff, which is cool. And also they said they're going to make improvements to the tension gauge where you can increase it more in different situations and stuff like that. And they're increasing the frames when it comes to some counter hits, which I think is really important. Example, once again, with Milia, like say you baited a DP and she counter hit you with standing HS, standing HS, which is her little arrow type hair thing. It is very hard to convert from that, and it's a counter hit. It was the big counter, like counter, the big counter hit, but it would be very hard to counter it if you didn't catch that correct frame to do her little step into. And also, I feel like it's very important when it comes to that because the counter is like a big play in the game where it does a counter and your screen kind of changes. But some people can't really convert really big from that, especially when it comes to like dust and stuff like that. So hopefully with this counter hit change, you see more conversion from like dust and more conversion from other buttons, like when people are doing, punishable shit. I'm not going to get into the Gatling combo stuff because I'm pretty sure majority of people don't really understand what that is. But yeah, I'm just happy that they're changing and listening to the community when it comes to the game. Hopefully they don't listen to the community too much because, people could complain a lot. And get what they want, like
complain about the wrong shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But we'll definitely see. I know. I learned the game now, Persona, man. I'm not going that first week. I'm not going to say shit about Milia. I'm not updating no gameplay. I'm not going to say here's a little combo video. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just going to keep it cool.
Keep quiet.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Just play the game.
That's what you got to do, man. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do.
That's what the pros do. Shit. Keep quiet.
When you keep quiet, you get benefits. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we're not going to touch your character, and then this character becomes godlike in the game.
It's touched, yep. Then everybody start complaining and then get touched, then it's over.
Just like Kai. Nobody really complains about Kai, right? But yo, Kai is godlike, yo. You know what I mean? Like, yes. I find it weird that like people be like, yo, Kai buttons, yo, how is this happening? But you know what it is? People like Kai. They don't want that character being touched, so they're not saying these shit. So they're like, yo, let me shut the fuck
universal,
up. Exactly.
Really good universal character, man.
Exactly, yo. I'm still surprised to this day. Like Kai is not being complained about. This guy buttons is fucking godlike. And you know what I mean? It's just like, nope, no complaints. And he's always just left in the middle. Like no nerfs really there. You know, no stuff. He's just always left in the middle. Yeah, Kai negative on a lot of things. Like what? Like what is he negative from?
He got fast recovery though. Kai's recovery is really fast.
I'm talking more like buttons, not like specials. I'm talking more like the buttons, like his far 5.
No, he's definitely got good buttons.
His far
his
5S
really
is good. Close 5S is good. His kick, his 5K is good.
Yeah. I'm
not really talking about like the like specials. He got all right strings when it comes to like heavy fireball. His strings are not the greatest. Yeah, I agree with that, but I'm just talking about the buttons in general. Like Kai can keep you at bay.
Yes, he can.
But yeah, Persona, we are at the topic portion of the show. For those people that made it to the show, here's your gold trophies. Here's another one. And another one. We giving out trophies like Naughty Dog out here, man. No difficulty needed. You just get one. All right. But your Persona, real quick question coming out here with a topic. Not going to be holding everybody too long here. But I want to ask you a question, man. This is a personal question I want to ask you. Mm-hmm. Do you think PlayStation need a big first-party game this holiday? With all the news that games are being pushed into 2022, games that possibly don't have a release date yet, you know, I mean, they're saying it's on track, but it's still unsure. Do you think PlayStation needs that big first-party game this holiday?
Yes. Yeah, I do actually. So you know, listen, we got Ratchet and Clank coming out next week. It's Ratchet and Clank again is a beloved series by a lot of PlayStation fans, and it's definitely going to sell pretty well. But Ratchet also it's got long legs, and what I mean by that is it can probably carry throughout the rest of the summer, and probably even like a month or so in September as well. But I think, when you look at the holiday time, I do think PlayStation needs to close out the year with another banger title, first party title, for multiple reasons. One of the biggest being that, we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of PlayStation 5's release, November 12th, which is also a Friday. I definitely do think that, with that, you want to capitalize on that hype and that excitement, definitely have some PS5s ready to get sold and have a big banger title, ready to go to capitalize off of that holiday time, that excitement of 1-year anniversary of PlayStation 5 and all those different things. The other thing is, because it's really uncertain when these 2022 titles are going to release. And realistically, I don't think any of them would be releasing in like the first three months of 2022.
So I think if you put January, no February.
No, yeah, I don't think we're getting anything like that not with these 3 titles with God of War and GT. No, yeah, I don't think those are releasing in the first 3 months of 2022. So, Forspoken maybe, but that's not first party. I'm speaking only first party. So, I think if PlayStation is able to edge out the end of this year or close to the holiday time end of this year with like Horizon or something like that, something big like that, if they can end the year with that, I think that'll have enough legs and enough time for them to kind of be like, all right, we got a big banger like Horizon out. The community loves it, creating artwork and all this, keep replaying it, all these stuff. I think if they're able to do that, then 2022, it gives them a bit of time to really, plan out how they're going to be doing things. So, if the next title releases in April, it's like, all right, or, between like May and April, February, January, February, March, April. So probably like April, between March and like June. You know, if we can get another title out, at least Horizon has enough legs to last that long until another title could get out.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%, man. I do think that they need a big first party game within the holiday just for competition.
Yes.
In the words of Heartache, competition is good. I feel like Xbox will launch like Halo. And I feel like PlayStation needs to have also a big game there. I know they're going to have the third party stuff there as well, but just from their first party studios and pushing PlayStation 5s even more, a game like Horizon releasing, which they said is on slate to release in 2021, I think is definitely needed this holiday season. Because yeah, you just want the competition, man. And you know, around that time, you know, people spend a lot of money, so people possibly, hopefully, you can get some PS5s back then. I mean, over there, people can, you know, scoop that up for this Horizon game or whatever first party game that they come out with. But yeah, I think it's definitely neat. I just wanted to hear from you personally. That's why I had it there to ask you, because I definitely think so. Normally, people will be like, "Nah, they don't need to launch it because they will have the third party stuff and PlayStation is good."
Like, no, PlayStation still needs to do their part too. Like, nah, bro. Like, they need to release something. You know, like this holiday with Halo coming out and whatever else is coming out from the competition. I do think PlayStation needs to make their presence known first party wise. Again, with Halo, with Horizon or whatever that might be, that needs to be put out there. I'm sorry, like they have to. I think so, at least.
Absolutely, I agree 100%, man. I agree 100%, guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Simple question. This week, there's a lot of news that we unpacked here. Hopefully you guys enjoy the show. Like, if you made it to this section, to this part of the show, here is your official platinum trophy. Yeah, we're doing the PS4 trophies. The PS5 trophies is coming very soon. All right, we're just gonna have to chop that up and have those. But PS4 for now.
Ghostface says factions. Yeah, factions might come out this holiday, but I honestly don't think that's enough.
You think factions will come out this holiday?
Probably like around the fall or something like that. I could see that coming out. You know what?
You know what I would like? A new update to Ghost of Tsushima Legends, like around Halloween
yeah, like
time.
A new raid or something like that. Yeah, that'd be dope. That would be really dope if they added a new raid. I would love that, man.
Times, like, I would love that. Ghost of Tsushima Legends new update coming. That would be fire, in my opinion.
Yo, man, that raid, I ain't gonna lie, I had a lot of fun in that shit, man. That was
fun.
That was a test of gamer skill, bro. that raid was a test of gamer skill. My God, I love that raid. Shout out to Sucker Punch. They really did their thing with that game.
Yo, shout out to
Luca.
Luca.
To go back and level up the rest of those. Shout out the rest of the characters. Go ahead.
Yo, shout out to Luca, man. I just got a tweet and she's like, I gotta support the homies Jay Bari. Yo, she bought a Speak from the Heart shirt. Yo, shout out to Luca, yo. I didn't see that coming right there, yo. Real appreciate that one. Oh damn, yo, Persona. Hold up. We got breaking news.
Yeah, I see it.
Yo, Persona.
I see it.
Yo, Insomniac, relax. Insomniac, relax. Yo, players who update Ratchet & Clank PS5 on launch day gain access to our performance and performance ray trace mode. Enjoy a sneak peek of 60 frames per second with ray tracing enabled. Yeah.
But PlayStation can't do this.
Yo,
PlayStation can't do that.
It's a wrap, bro. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
It's a wrap. Yo, I'm not going to tweet that. Live here because I'm going to say other things that I don't want to say for the podcast.
Listen, I'm already typing it out.
Yo,
I'm already typing it out.
For context, guys, a lot of people were saying Ratchet & Clank Well, they already announced the 60 frames per second mode, but this is just like we styling now, especially with Miles Morales. They added this later on with the 60 frames with ray tracing. But here you're actually going to get this day one. You know, when you get the day one update. So you're going to have access to performance mode and performance ray trace mode.
Ray tracing.
So yeah, that's
now here the new question. What's the resolution? What's the resolution?
No, here's the new question now. So what are you playing this game? What mode are you going to play this game in at first?
Performance ray tracing. I think I'm gonna do performance ray tracing.
I think so too, man. I think
I'm gonna do performance ray tracing because I'm not really losing out on it because it's still gonna be HDR, and it's gonna have the ray tracing, and it's gonna have the 60 frames, and it's temporal. From what James Stevenson said, they're using temporal injection 4K.
It's not native,
so it's gonna be. Like it's not native. Frames. It's not native 4K, but it's like a temporal injection 4K. So we're not really losing out on anything. Really, like it's still going to have great picture, crisp resolution, 60 frames, ray tracing, HDR. I'm there. See, but here's my question. Real quick. See how the gaming gods work, bro.
Look at God.
Here's my question to you, Bari. This type of stuff that Insomniac is doing with their games, do you think that other devs of PlayStation are also getting kind of privy to how this works, and we'll start seeing performance ray tracing modes on other games like Horizon, God of War, GT? You think we're going to be seeing stuff like this too from other titles from PlayStation? Because I can't imagine Insomniac keeping these types of techniques to themselves in terms of I'm only talking in-house devs. I'm not talking third party or I'm talking specifically in-house developers. Do you think that Insomniac is sharing their techniques and we'll be seeing this in other PlayStation titles?
I feel like they should, like how they doing this stuff, because it's very impressive, especially when you look at Miles Morales and when you look at Spider-Man Remastered. Like when you play that, like part of the the benefit of playing in 30 frames per second is that you get the ray tracing with the the native resolution and all that stuff. But if you're getting the ray tracing, the next gen stuff as well with the 60 frames, that's impressive as hell. So I would think that they are communicating with the developers and like, hey, here's how you can get this on your game or help these studios out. That would be amazing. Hopefully it trickles.
I hope they're doing that. Yeah, I'm hoping they do that, because clearly what Insomniac is doing developer wise, it's a different level, bro. It's a different level, man. It's a way different level, and I want the other dev teams to have that, man. I want them to have that
truly. They have no excuse too, because they are making the actual PS5 exclusive game
title. Yeah,
those games are on PS4.
But you see what's possible? You see what's possible, Bari? You see what's possible?
Yo, that's what I'm saying. All that stuff with the SSD, ray tracing, and 60 frames. Yo, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy.
Do you see what's possible? Do you see what's possible, Bari? When shit is just PS5 exclusive, but people trying to tell me cross-gen is great. But look at the benefits we reaping as PlayStation 5. Man, end the show, man. Because this about to turn into a 3-hour show, bro. I'm doing a Persona Speaks, man.
You're gonna hear. I'm a PlayStation fan too. You're gonna hear that a lot.
PlayStation fan too.
You're gonna hear that a lot, especially this week. You're gonna hear that a lot, man.
I'm not accepting it, bro. These dudes is frauds, bro. It's crazy.
Extra trophy because of Insomniac news. That was like 10 minutes ago too. So shout out who tagged us in there?
His name was Darkest Hero. Laquan.
Shout out to
Darkest Hero. Shout out to Laquan, man.
For that, man. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the show, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. Let us know your thoughts as well in the comment section. But your Persona, hit us with your outro, my good G.
Yo, man, listen. This is another great show, man. Like I say to you guys all the time, and I say it because I mean it. I always look forward to Saturday morning podcast, man. What's Up PlayStation podcast with my boy Bari. Always entertaining, always good. Shout out to everybody that rocked out with us in the chat, man. We had about 120 people watching us today, man. Really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys was able to start your mornings off right. That's from an old show, sorry. With the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. So I am Persona, one of your hosts. And so what I got coming up this week, man, So
busy week, Persona.
It's gonna be a busy week, man. So
I need a video
real quick. So I put yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I put a poll up on my channel, or in my community tab on my channel last week, just asking like how satisfied everyone was. Just curious. And what's your, if you are satisfied, if you're not satisfied, just give me your thoughts. And I know a lot of people want to see more videos, and that is something that I actually want to start doing more of again as well. So funny that people do say that, because I do the podcast, and I'm gonna start. I save a lot of gameplay videos, and then I post them, and everyone ain't gonna watch them, right? Like the podcast, I get 1,000 views, but then a gameplay video, it's funny people say that, but then the gameplay video get 50 views. I mean, go to my channel right now. Yeah. I posted up the Scarlet Nexus boss fight. Go to it right now, Bari, and put it on the screen. I posted Scarlet Nexus boss fight. I mean, it's at like 60. It's at like 60 views. You get what I'm saying? But people want to see more videos. Whatever. So, I'm gonna start putting out more videos. Since a lot of games are starting to come out now too. First impressions. A lot of first impressions are coming out this week, right? You see the Scarlet Nexus. What's that? 47 views for the Scarlet Nexus? Jesus. That Scarlet Nexus at 47 views. Shout out to Scarlet Nexus though. Great game. So the Battlefield stuff, we're most likely going to be doing the live reactions for that, right? The When Persona Speaks happening next week as well. No, not today. Today it's the weekend, man. It's the weekend, man. I'm trying to play games. I'm trying to enjoy this OLED. No.
Watch some movies.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch some movies, and I got the Grubhub on the way. So yeah, none of that. So Battlefield reveal live reactions, first impressions of Guilty Gear, first impressions of Final Fantasy VII Intergrade Intermission, just to talk about how much better it looks, things like that. And then obviously, of course, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, first impressions videos, all that is coming this week. Also, live reactions for Square Enix conference on Sunday, live reactions for Xbox Bethesda showcase on Sunday, and then the Ubisoft show, we're gonna be watching that. A lot of live reactions as well are gonna be on the channel this week. It's gonna be a lot of content, man, a lot. I'm really gonna be like pumping out a video probably like once or twice a day. Something's going to be happening on my channel. So if you're not subscribed to my channel already, subscribe to the channel. We close to 2,000 subs too, guys. Go. We're closing in on 1,700 right now. 1,750, I think we're at. We're closing in. Yeah, we're closing in on 2,000, man. If we could get to 2,000 subs before the end of the summer, that would be great. Also, memberships, man. The Warriors, Optic Nation. I'm actually thinking of changing it from the Warriors to Optic Nation, actually, because you guys love that so much. We'll see. I'm going to be doing some revamps over the summer. A lot of new things coming to the channel. Shout out to the members of my channel. New designs for the shirts. That's now that I'm getting settled into my new place, I can kind of start getting back into focusing on like the designs and stuff like that. So I'm going to hit up my artists and get that stuff set up. The designs I have coming probably around July, you'll probably see the new designs. You're gonna love them. You're gonna love them. You guys, I know you guys are gonna love them, and you guys are definitely gonna grab up a shirt. I know you are. I know you guys are. Memberships, like I said, appreciate that, and I appreciate everybody that subscribe here, man. Look, we're trying to get to 1,000 subs. Get us to 1,000 subs here on What's Up PlayStation, guys. Once we get to 1,000, oh my God, it's going to take off. Trust and believe. But we got to get to 1,000 first, guys. So help us get to 1,000. Share out the stream. All that good stuff. And listen, man, I appreciate all of you. Please be safe. Enjoy your weekend. It's nice outside. So definitely, get some sun this weekend as well. And yeah, nice, man, appreciate you guys. Please be, yeah, it's nice. I'm definitely gonna go outside for like a walk later on. But all right, guys, appreciate you guys. Please be safe. And we'll see you guys next Saturday, same time, same place, same crew, the WUPS crew. And that's Persona, and I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, guys, man, appreciate the support. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed this episode. And let us know your thoughts in the comment section as well, man. We do read those, and we try to reflect on it in the next podcast that we're gonna have. So next Saturday, guys, we're gonna have a show. Persona, we're gonna be quick. We're gonna have a show, but it's gonna be very, very quick. I mean, it might be like 30 minutes, 40 minutes type show.
An hour tops.
An hour tops. No promises.
Because it's a lot, man. It's a lot. A lot of games. We definitely a lot of it's gonna revolve around first impressions. We're gonna be talking a lot about Final Fantasy, a lot about Ratchet, a lot about Guilty Gear. It's gonna be a lot of that talk next week.
Pretty much. If there's crazy news,
and maybe slide in some Battlefield. You know, talk about that gameplay, if we're gonna buy it or not, based off what we see. If there's crazy news, it might go longer.
No, it ain't gonna go longer. I'm gonna tell you time. I'm gonna tell you time. I'm gonna tell you, brother. Respect my time. You know what I mean? I got a wife and kids. I gotta play these games.
Respect my time. I got a wife and kids.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I got you.
But nah, it's gonna be much shorter next week, guys. There's just too much games to play that we really want to play, and plus, we're gearing up for E3 as well. Because on the channel, like I said, I wasn't going to do Xbox show, but I'm going to do one live reaction and Square Enix right after the one that I'm really waiting for, Square Enix show. So I'm going to be doing that, and I most likely will have like a video with Guilty Gear lab session, no online. It will be in the title. So those people that come in, hey, Barry, you want to play a game? Look at the damn title. You know what I mean? Learn the goddamn game, then ask me for a game, please. I want to have fun, okay?
Facts.
No disrespect, but yeah, man, I can't wait for that, man. And plus, when Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out, I might be ghost for a couple of days, but we'll see. I'm on my vacation.
I might mess around, and Barry might not even reply to me to do the podcast Saturday, so it just might be me. Go ahead.
Yo, hey. Persona knows me well. You never know, but nah, man, it's gonna be a great week, man, for PlayStation. So we're definitely gonna try to come through and do a show for you guys. Also, we're gonna be getting some guests on here after the E3 stuff as well. So look out, people, for your in your inbox, your DMs. I'm sliding up in there, Persona sliding up in there, wet, all that stuff. We're in there, super slide, all that. We're in the DMs, okay. Definitely try and get Mooch on here as well for sure, as a guest. But we'll try to book that. Well, other than that, man, yeah, episode 40, 10 episodes away from 10 is in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. It's What's Up PlayStation Podcast, and we are gone. Deuces.